a spot on the tube where the whiskey flows. With Baker drinks everybody knows. From the blends they taste to the streams they share. Saturday night wishing you were there. The trash pallet challenge, what a sight to see. Other whiskey tubers bring their A game to be free. Judging blends, raising glasses high. It's a whiskey ride, let's touch the sky. Hanging out with Baker drinks, oh what a scene. Sipping on bourbon, living the dream. Whiskey flows and good times soar. Come on in, let's pour one more, one more. One more. They got guests rolling in from every stream, blending up flavors, tasting the dream. No bottles too rare, no sips too small. With Baker drinks, you've seen it all. Late night streams, friends come alive, talking mash bills till 4:45. The laughs, the stories, the whiskey lore. Every pour's better than the one before. Hanging out with Baker drinks, oh what a scene. Sipping on bourbon, living the dream. Whiskey flows and good times soar. Come on in, let's pour one more, one more. One more, one more. From the nose to the finish, every drop so true. Raise a glass and we'll toast to you. The whiskey tube world where the legends are made. At Baker drinks will never fade. So here's to the friends, the bottles, the cheers. With Baker drinks we've got no fears. Whiskey's our bond through thick and thin. Come on y'all, let's drink again. Hanging out with Baker drinks, oh what a scene. Sipping on bourbon, living the dream. Whiskey flows and good times soar. Come on in, let's pour one more, one more. One more, one more. One more, one
Cheers, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thanks for being here with us. We're always last minute getting everything ready, so I feel a little rushed, but got a good cocktail here tonight.
Yep, the maple and cider old fashioned tastes pretty good.
Tastes like fall.
Maybe a touch too much maple in it, but it's pretty good.
Let's see who's in chat. Whiskey Wisdom at 8 o'clock this morning. That's probably when I posted the thumbnail. Piper John, also nice and early. Mr. Mom, nice to see you. Peter White, Russ L, Dave Vogelsang, and Matt made it back.
Welcome back, man.
Welcome back. 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. here. We got Steven Scone, Shelf Sippers, and a bunch of cheers in each other. Vermont, cheers to you.
What's up, Vermont?
Rick, nice to see you. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got Whiskey Panda. Not sure I can stay awake, but let's go. We'll try not to be too boring so that maybe it'll keep you awake.
You should be happy. I believe your Bulldogs came from behind and won that game.
And thanks for joining Patreon as well.
Absolutely appreciate it, buddy.
We got Barrel Dave's here and Charles. Oh, that's an interesting last name. How would you say it?
Alul?
Alul. It sounded better when you said it than when I said
Also a patron. Thank you very much.
I'm so bad at saying names. I'm just really bad at names.
You're fired.
Etchin's here. And we got Jeff Castle. Bourbon Baller Lee.
Met up with the Bourbon Baller today. Had a great time.
Came on with some great bottles.
Always a pleasure. Just really appreciate you, Lee.
Oh, look. Straight Up Sips is here.
Look at
Cheers
that.
to them.
Cheers, guys.
We got a lot of cheers in. I'm seeing a bunch of the same names. Did I say Gandy Road? I feel like I did, but
Cheers again if she
cheers
didn't.
again. I like bourbon a lot. Cheers to you. Father Fortenberry, nice to see you
What's
here.
up?
Piper John. Tiller's Bourbon Challenge.
Andy?
We got Night Method.
Yep.
And Kim F. And... Oh, I thought we were at the end.
It just gets longer.
It just got longer. Always Fish Hard.
What's up, Patrick?
13-hour night shifts. That does not sound very exciting.
No, it does not.
Cask 529.
We should do a 13-hour stream in honor of him.
No.
No? Okay. I tried, Patrick.
Raging Cajun. Cheers to you. Jen Clifton. Mike Brock. Mr. Richie J. Thanks for the super chat for the 15-year trash pallet samples. And then we got, oh, what a trio. Quit your bitchin', drank the dang whiskey.
Love it.
Peter White's here. Bourbon Hunter is here. And Bourbon Kitty.
I love it.
Bragmo.
Bragmo.
I like it. I love the name. Michael Bortner, Life from the Patio. Posting links in there for our Westward picks. They're now public to everyone. I think the cutoff is Monday. After Monday, what has been sold will be shipped out, and then the rest will have to wait till the rest is sold to then ship. And they're shipping them in batches.
So it's been a pre-order, and I don't think they were expecting us to sell as much as we did on the pre-order. They've been pretty pleased with us so far. They moved up the ship date on that first pre-order by a week and a half. So if you've already purchased your bottle, you're going to get it sooner. If you have not purchased a bottle and you're waiting, purchase it before Monday so you can get in the early shipping. Otherwise, it's going to be a little while probably.
Yeah. Who else do we have? Roger Randall, cheers to you. Husky Dog 2018 and Dretsky's here. Ducks 9-0. I still haven't watched a single football game this year. It's kind of weird, but I can't say that I've missed it, even though it used to be like our whole weekend.
It used to be religion.
Mrs. Lori J, nice to see you. Look at that. Whiskey Wisdom. Cheers to everyone.
Thanks,
and
buddy.
the bakers. Happy Saturday to everyone. Thank you. I've already drank too much because my Bulldogs played and did well. Might be rolling out. Pass it out. Well, thanks for stopping in anyway. We appreciate seeing you. Bourbon Nerd is here. We gotta be getting close to the end. You guys are chatty tonight. Love it.
Life from the Patio as well as Bourbon Nerd.
I know. I said it already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark Gale, thank you.
What's up, Mark?
Cheers
Thanks
to you.
so much, buddy.
Big Cat.
I see the Big
Cheers,
Cat.
Big Cat. Michael Bortner, thank you for the super chat. Working secondary and dairy, trying to keep the shoplifters at bay. So we'll be listening. We got Pacific Northwest Bourbon Hunter,
Welcome.
and we've made it to the end of chat.
Look at that. Saturday night, our favorite night of the week. We get to hang out with all our friends, drink some whiskey, share some stories, have a good time. Look forward to it every week, and I say that every week because it's true. So Laura already talked about the Westward picks. And again, the pre-order ends on Monday, and everything that was purchased in the pre-order will ship. So if you've already bought, you're going to be getting your bottles about a week and a half, 2 weeks sooner than anticipated. And anybody else that wants to buy and get in that, you have until Monday. Links are in the chat, and then also you can go straight to the Westward Whiskey webpage and do a search. Just type in Pour Decisions and the bottles will pop up. There are 2 different single barrels, and you can buy them individually, or you can buy the combo of both.
Very different, even though they're single malts made with the same stuff, just aged a year different. But the one of them is super fruity and bright, and the other is like dark chocolate, decadent, sweet.
Yeah,
so
a 7.5 year and an 8.5 year, if you're into that sort of stat thing. But they both are fantastic. So we've got some giveaways tonight, y'all. We got 2 free giveaways. We're going to put a hashtag in the chat, and we'll start collecting entries for that.
Look, there it is.
You already put it up there?
It's
on the screen.
It's on the screen.
Hashtag sus will get you entered into the giveaways. It's 4 2-ounce samples from our personal collection, and we're going to give away 2 sets of those. We've got a Patron. Which one are you? You ready for that one first?
Yeah, I'm ready for this one first.
Okay, so we got an elevated flight tonight. Dave Vogelsang has already alluded to it with his super chat. It is 15-year bourbons. We've got the Calumet 15. We've got the Remus Gatsby 15-year, the Sam Houston 15, and the High and Wicked, the Jury 15-year, which is finished in Madeira. All just amazing whiskeys. So that's a great flight to win. And if you're interested in that, $5 Super Chats gets you entered to that. Also, we'll get you that sticker, the Trash Palette Army sticker. We sold out of the Trick or Trash stickers,
the Halloween ones,
last weekend, thanks to Bentley and his generous giveaway.
You're waiting for me, and I'm I'm like lost.
She's
here.
like, click, 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 click,
So
click,
lost.
click.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We've got a patron-only giveaway tonight as well. All paid patrons at any level are entered into this, and you'll be on the wheel until you win. And tonight it's going to be 2 Bull Run picks. Similar to last week's, these are different picks, though. There's a 16-year American whiskey finished in Pinot, and then there's an 11-year bourbon finished in Madeira. Those will be in the patron-only giveaway that we'll do a little bit later. And what is left? Blend Vent.
Oh,
I've got a little agenda that I kind of jotted down here last minute. Blend Vent starts next week, guys. We've got the bulk of the samples in our possession. There's a couple that are still transiting in the hand delivery system, but it's going to be. We set the field to 32, and there were a couple people that just couldn't make it, so it's going to be more like 28 entries. It'll be a fun tournament, and starting next Saturday on our live stream will be the first round, and we anticipate that going through the month of November and December.
I should get home just in time to start the live stream. So I will be going to Disneyland, and then I come home Saturday.
If there's a flight delay,
we might be delayed starting, but we will still be live.
Yeah, Laura's taking her daughter to Disneyland this next week. I'm staying home, and I don't know how to do all this, so I could try to figure it out. Could be a fun stream.
Whiskey Uncensored says, I got a sticker the other day. Was glad it wasn't a serial killer letter like I thought it might be. Yeah, because who sends letters nowadays?
Welcome
other than Troy.
Yeah, welcome to the Trash Palette Army, Ben.
Oh, look at that. Gandy Rhodes Blinding Heroes Edition 2023 versus 2024. I don't think we drank those together, so I don't know which one's better. You'll have to tell us.
We did, or at least I did.
I probably did too. I just don't remember.
I like the 2023.
Barrel Dave, thanks for the super chat. And Nick, hello to you. And I think someone else showed up. So whoever else showed up that I didn't say hi to, I'm saying hi to you now because I can't remember who it was. There was another name. Bragg, nope. Jeff. Jeff McComb.
Hey, Jeff.
There we go. Okay. Did you have more?
I think I'm talked out for the minute. I'm going to take a drink. We can bring out our very special guests tonight.
Very special. Thanks for being here. We got Straight Up Sips. How are you guys
Marshall
doing?
and Alyssa.
Doing good. How are you guys doing? Thanks for having us.
We're
Thanks
doing
for being here. This was very last minute. Our last 2 weeks have been a little up in the air, where we had guests and they canceled right at the last minute. So thank you for agreeing to join. It's made it a lot
Not that
better.
we didn't want you to be here. You are on our on our short list.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll be a backup, a third backup, or whatever.
When you have a cancel, we just move the people up faster on the list.
Exactly. The water boy gets a shot every once in a while, and we got it.
No, Troy's got things like planned out till like February, so it's I mean, it's ridiculous. And then it doesn't. People are like, I don't remember agreeing to that 3 months ago.
Yeah, just be thankful it's now and not in February, or this would be a trash pallet challenge.
Although that could be fun too.
So that may happen too.
Right.
So what are you drinking tonight?
Starting off
Big
with
drink.
it was kind of like one of those. Let me kind of get into it, but it's the Benchmark single barrel. That's honestly, I love that as a starter pour.
Yeah.
It is like for 95 proof in that ballpark.
Yeah, we
That's
like
my
that
favorite one for sure,
one.
probably.
Good.
Well, I'm glad you said the proof, because I don't think I've had that bottle. They're not available around us, so I wasn't sure what the proof was on it.
You just had a sample of the top floor
I did have a sample.
yesterday.
I think that's probably one of my least favorite ones.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like fantastic, but it wasn't bad.
Right.
Right. It's like, for the price, it's pretty good. I want to say it's 86 proof. Am I? I think I maybe, but it's just, it's pretty weak. It's really weak. But the single barrel, the full proof,
Those two really are the best.
those two are the best. And
Is there a bottle in bond?
There is a bottle and bond. I at first didn't like it, and then I tried it a little bit more, and I was like, it's kind of growing on me. So it's like probably third for me. But yeah, I really do like I might have to give the single barrel.
That's the
my
best
number
one. Oh yeah.
Might have to do that.
No competition.
No competition for her. Not for me. It's a little tighter, but our dog has decided he's gonna.
I hear a thumping noise.
Yeah, that is him. Yeah. Here, now he's stuck. Go ahead.
He can't reverse.
Hang on,
He can't go
hang on.
backwards. He can only go forwards.
Yeah. Our dog is high and passed out over there on his bed. We give him
Well, they
CBD
were
with his
asleep.
dinner.
Yeah, once they hear us start filming and stuff, they just want to come over here and see.
Yeah,
what's
it's like,
going on.
oh, let's see what they're doing, and then it's like all you hear is paws and tails and camera shaking, and it's like, dude, this is not helping. Here, I'll go put
Yeah.
him outside.
Occasionally, Troy will jump on an after hours with people, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll take the dog with me. But he cannot handle hearing Troy in here
exactly.
talking, and so he'll start pawing at the door, like, no, I want to go in there. That's more interesting
exactly
than
what
you
they do.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, no competition. He is wanting to be here than anywhere else. But now we're good.
So do you guys want to take a minute and tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and how you decided to start a YouTube channel that reviews whiskeys?
Sure. Well, honestly, it wasn't me that came up with the idea to start a channel. It was actually you. And we were sitting around, we were watching WhiskeyTube for a while, and then, it was something I was thought about, but she looked at me and was like, we should try this out, because we were both kind of getting into it, and we said we think it'd be an interesting take. Not that it's already been done before, but just we originally started it with bottom shelf stuff, and we blind bottom shelf bottles, and so it was kind of for those people that don't have all of the bottles, kind of get started on that level. So we're sitting around one day, and we were like, let's give it a shot. So lucky for us, WhiskeyTube being as friendly as it is, there really wasn't a fear of failure, because you can't go wrong. Everybody's just so nice here, so it's super welcoming, and it's super tight-knit group. So I feel like as soon as we kind of started being a little bit consistent, putting out some stuff, that's what kind of got us here. We started seeing some feedback from it, and we're like, hey, might be able to create a channel. So now we're here. So that's really about all it is. I mean, it's how we got our start. It was very last minute.
It was.
Very, very like, let's do it, spur of the moment. And it's been good to us. We really enjoy it.
So how did you settle on your name? You guys like your whiskey chilled? Because straight up is like shaken in ice and then strained,
I didn't
right?
even think about that.
Chat GPT.
Okay.
Well, it was a combination of two of the answers. I think it was like straight up something or straight up something,
remember. I
and
just
then
know that it
and then
was-
something sips.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, both of those suck. And then we were like, wait a minute, let's combine it. And so then we came up with straight up sips, but we've been called every other name possibly than straight up sips. Half the time. We're sip out sips, we're sip up sips, we're sippy cup, we're sus.
I mean, I do like sus.
Yeah,
It's funny.
and that was not intentional when we did it either. It wasn't until like I think it was probably like a couple weeks into having the channel, and we started getting on live streams, and people were like cheersing at sus, and I was like, "That's funny. I didn't know that." But yeah, but that's Chat GPT. That's how it happened. The almighty Chat GPT.
I mean, that is how I came up with the name for our group for the bottle picks.
Oh, for Poor Decisions.
And then I was like, oh, I gotta see if that's a name. And there was someone that was close, but it was not exact.
I was,
so I was like,
I was
good enough.
hoping you wasn't going to say that's how you came up with Baker Drinks.
No, that's not how I came up with it.
Yeah, right.
Because this was all Laura's doing, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard the story before. You know, she had the channel for a couple months before I even knew about it.
Yeah, and I know that one of I saw Matt talking about this too. That one of the first people that was commenting on your stuff was Dave Vogel, saying the same person that was first commenting on our stuff. And I feel like every new channel that comes out there,
It's fine.
Dave already knows. You'll go to the comments section and there he is, Dave Vogel saying, you're like, how possibly?
Great
But,
supporter. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, every time I
fantastic.
find somebody new, I look in the comments and Dave's already
He's
commented.
there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's
We got like 5 subscribers. One of them's Dave.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. No, it's
He's a great guy to have supporting your channel, though, that's for sure.
the best.
Oh yeah.
The best.
There we go.
So
If
what
it
are
wasn't
you
for the
guys
ladies,
drinking
there
now?
could be no whiskey tube. Well, we're just finishing our cocktail now, and what are we having after that? Because
So-
mine's pretty much gone.
Yeah, I got about a sip and a half left. The first thing we're going to be drinking is the Abraham Bowman French Oak, gifted to us from Michael Bortner.
Nice.
And
Nice.
this
was good.
This was one of the, I believe, a distillery-only LE from the Bowman. And
Yeah, I guess I only have heard of their their
Great.
cask strength or whatever
the
one.
cask strength single barrel.
Yeah, that one that people talk about and get
Yeah.
all excited about. I didn't know they had a French oak.
Yeah, and this one's 100 proofer, so it's what we're starting with. They kind of step up and proof from there throughout the night. We take
Yeah.
advantage of these live streams every Saturday to drink through some subscriber samples. So
Yep.
That's
That's pretty much how ours go. And then what happens is we turn it into like we'll be like, let's try this one, then we'll try this one, and then
Yeah,
we're
I
like,
do
oh
too.
god, we
I do
drink
that.
now too many samples have came down. Now I gotta find where the end stream button is because I see 2. So it's not a yeah.
Bourbon Santa loves the picture behind you guys. So
Yeah,
your flower
yeah,
picture.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's been a big fan of this picture for a while. So yeah. It's changing. It's changing. In fact, the whole thing might be changing here soon. Maybe possibly. We might be in for a move. So we might be moving.
Oh,
So
you're
the-
moving. Like
Possibly,
moving
yeah.
like places or just moving where you film?
Moving
Houses,
places, moving houses.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So it'll be a whole
Nice.
thing.
Could be a whole thing. So this picture will be no more. Santa.
It's not coming with
no
you?
more.
We'll send it to
Oh, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But honestly, when we started the channel, it was kind of like everybody had the background with the bottles or something, and then we had this picture, and it was kind of funny. We started in the back corner where we had like a wet bar, and it's literally just a shelf, and now it's where the whiskey is at, and it's just stacked. But the first couple videos that we did, we were like this on each other because it's only about probably that big, and so we were like, we got to figure out no, not doing that.
We'll do
But, however, we were like, well, should we just move it here? And so it was like a toss up, but we decided to do it, and now we just haven't changed it because we're like, why would we at this point? You know, it's like it's signature now. You know, it's the background.
Exactly. It's. I mean, I wouldn't know what to think if you had something else other than that.
Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call. I almost messed up right there. Well, no.
Lower to high.
Yeah, but this is a rye.
It's okay to start with the rye.
Yeah, what? Well, we technically did. We technically start with our benchmark.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Convince me. You convinced me. Whatever.
So what are you starting with then?
So this is a 13th colony rye.
Okay.
I think it's just the base rye now at 95 proof. We don't get 13th colony over here, so well, actually we do now. As of I think September.
Oh really?
We started getting 13th colony, but we didn't get anything before, and I'm pretty sure this sample was when we still didn't have any. So.
Yeah, I think these are like old.
Yeah,
Older.
they're more than likely. Yeah, they are. Yeah, some of them get put like they find their way to the back, and I don't see them or something.
Oh, I can do one.
Put a poll to see if they should keep the picture or not.
Okay.
I'm keeping it. I got it Goodwill for like
I gotta open that up.
So
yeah.
if you guys weren't doing YouTube as a hobby, what else would you be doing with your time on these evenings?
That's a good question. Probably. I don't know.
Probably gaming or something. Probably playing a video game. That's more than likely. That's what we did before we started the channel, and then we slowly cut out a lot of the time that we'd play like a video game or something. We'd play like Diablo 4 or something.
Were you computer gamer, or is that like do you do it on the computer or the Xbox or? So
we have all three systems. we have all three of those. I have on my computer. It is a gaming computer, so I do have certain games on that, and then I have an Xbox Series X, and then she's got the PlayStation 5 on the, because there was no convincing her to switch to Xbox. So yeah, that's how we ended up having to get all three.
I think I played Diablo 3. How many years ago was that one? I think I had that one.
That was a while ago.
2010?
Yeah, it's been a long time since
that was pre-Troy. So it's been more than 11 years.
I played that one.
We played Diablo 3 before Diablo 4 came out. That came out, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And
I think most people did play Diablo 3 before 4.
Yeah, right.
Most of the time, right?
When you said that,
I'm saying
what
I meant to say was right before 4 came out. But yeah, typically that is the order in which it goes. That typically. But yeah, that's probably more than likely that's probably what we'd be doing. Probably playing a video game or watching a show.
Yeah,
or something.
Probably.
We probably wouldn't be sleeping, but probably something very boring.
Hey, that sounds fun too.
It is fun.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Fun.
So did we get the poll going?
I think I got the poll going.
Oh,
yes.
God.
The poll is.
Oh man. Yeah. Well.
I kind of like Goodwill.
How would we incorporate that? That would be so funny. Just like now, it's no matter where we go, it would just incorporate it right smack in the middle. It doesn't have to match paint color. It doesn't have to match anything. It would just be totally.
Hey, it's white. It'll match anything. You can put a shelf across it. There are bottles covering it. Barely even see it.
Start putting stickers on it like we do.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This just gives off whiskey vibe. Totally. Absolutely. It's perfect.
fancy whiskey vibe. I think that's the
Classy.
if you're
modern.
very classy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, while doing a little research and prepping for tonight, I tend to do that when I invite someone to come on with us. I came across a video of yours. I thought it was a pretty interesting concept, and
It's good.
yeah, I basically stole your video and then I cut it down to like a 2-minute little clip that we're gonna play right now.
Oh man.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Well, let's play it.
The Scorch and Sip challenge. Well, beyond blistering wings, this is the hottest one they have. 120 proof and
We're
up
gonna bring it up.
bourbon. This is probably the dumbest thing we've ever done. We have an emergency glass of milk. We have water. Let's get into it. It kind of creeps up on you. Oh yeah, this is stupid. Oh my god. That's miserable. Oh my god. It's like as soon as I inhale, it's fire through my mouth. Okay. I got actually, you know what? This is doable.
I need more. All right. There you go. That's a good bite.
That's respectable. Oh my god, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, there it is. That was dumb. Whoa.
Scuffed up on you.
Okay. Right, now my lips are going. Okay. Whew. This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh my god, it's like. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything. Oh, okay. You dunked the last one in the sauce, didn't you? This video is sponsored by Tums. So let's just do this. Oh, wait, they're fantastic. For like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Other side.
Oh my god. That is hitting. Oh.
That's exactly.
Oh. That is hitting. This is actually brutal. This is actually way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was just gonna be spicy, like haha, spicy.
Nah.
That's so funny. But no, it's really hot. I've never wanted something to be over so fast. I'm gonna drink some milk, and we're gonna see how I did.
I
Oh,
love that
gosh.
she just kept like egging you on with it. Like, oh,
Right, yeah.
you forgot to eat
Right.
the other side. Have some more sauce.
So convenient, right? Yeah, that was
right.
absolutely miserable. Holy cow! Yeah.
So blistering hot wings and 120 plus proof whiskey.
Uh-huh.
How'd you come up with that idea?
Well, so, I've been watching YouTube for a while, and I feel like most of the YouTube challenge videos, or just challenges in general, are pretty dumb as far as like the pain that's involved in it. So I think it was like when there was challenges going out. It was almost like it was a challenge season going on. Like there was tons of channels doing different challenges, and they were doing pretty good. So I was like, let's try to do something. And so I came up with that challenge because I was like, hot wings. I love the actual channel, the Hot Ones. I used to watch it. I don't watch it anymore, but they eat hot wings, and so I was like, what would make it worse is if you ate hot wings and then you ate high proof bourbon.
You ate bourbon.
Drank high proof bourbon. And so decided to combine those two, and probably one of the worst decisions that I did, because I went on the list and I was looking through the list of wings that they had at, was it Wings and Ale? It was Carolina Wings. And I was like, what's the hottest ones that they have? And I went straight down to the bottom, the hottest one they had. And I was like, let's get it. Because I seriously didn't think it was going to be that bad. I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Yeah.
And then it was horrible. So yeah, that was where that idea came from. I just was like, let's try to create a challenge, but make it like a challenge. Let's make it
Right.
as hard as possible. So did that, and it was fun for her, not for me. No.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and then Rusty
Oh
did
gosh.
it as well, and I don't remember if anyone else did. I'm sure there was. We just didn't see it.
Steven Scone did it.
Okay, that's why he was commenting on that. Okay.
I know
And
else did it?
I don't think anybody else did it. Did anybody else do it?
I think someone else did it, but I can't remember.
Nobody else
We had a
was that
couple-
dumb.
Well, we had a couple people say they were going to do it, but never did
Matt
it.
from Whiskey Wisdom.
I considered it, but I could not convince Troy to do
No.
it. He would have been the one off the camera being like, "Oh, you need a little more sauce
Yeah.
or something." I'd be like, "No, that sounds."
Troy does not do hot stuff.
Yeah,
But
don't
yeah,
do it.
I think alcohol
You should do it.
kind of is supposed to tame the hot, but it also burns because it's high proof. So I don't know which
mean,
sounds worse.
You drink whiskey after eating anything and it burns. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, so
Big deal is
the
spicy.
drinking the whiskey wasn't bad, but I think somebody explained the science to me behind it, and it was like when you drink alcohol, it like for some reason like opens up your taste buds in your mouth or something like that, or like the pores on your tongue, something like that. And so when you eat the hot wing again, it's hot. It was hotter the second time. If you took a sip and then went back to the wing or the next wing, it would tear you up. It would absolutely tear you up. So there was something going on with that. But surprisingly, the high proof whiskey was almost cooled it off a little bit for a split second, and then it was right back to it. Not
Yeah.
fun.
It sounds miserable.
I mean, you scored 7 points. You didn't do terrible.
No, he actually
Right.
did pretty good. I was surprised.
I know.
And
yeah.
you got the rye 3 and the other one mixed up, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or else that would have been like a straight.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I would have. So
We also didn't have that many that were over that proof, so you really
right.
wasn't
Yeah.
too hard.
It was
for
like because it was all bottles that we had, so it was kind of like I knew what was probably good, was could be on it, but that was ultimately my downfall was switching those. But I was surprised they even got the 7 points. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
I love that Tore Up says, AKA tore you up.
Yeah, for real.
yes, pretty much. Troy's going to get our next pour because we're gonna. He picked up a new bottle today, so we're gonna crack it open and try it. Didn't think about it till someone suggested it in chat, so we gotta go get
there
it.
you go. There you go.
This one's good.
Yeah, you like it?
Mm-hmm.
She's turned into kind of a 13th Colony fan. Honestly, it's not surprised me, but we don't have it, so I didn't really know what to expect.
That's
But
good.
you loved the sour mash,
Well, yeah.
so
Yeah,
that was
that's
good.
really
That's the one they don't make anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I
Unfortunately.
think when we tried them all, we got samples. It was like one of our first live streams, and we tried all of them, and the sour mash was my favorite as well. And then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh yeah, this one doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore." I'm like, "Of course it doesn't."
The best one, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, but that one was really good.
I wonder why.
talking
you know
about
why.
the 13th colony.
I don't
Yeah, the
know.
sour mash.
I have no idea why they don't make that anymore.
I don't know.
They should bring it back.
Yeah, they need to bring it back.
Bring it back.
Pour me some, please.
But I
want a
thought there
little
was
bit?
one we didn't like.
Yes.
The 13th Colony one we didn't like. I can't remember.
Cast strength. I don't think we were big fans of the cast strength. It wasn't like bad. It wasn't bad. I just think it was pretty classic bourbon,
It
just
wasn't anything
proofed
special.
up. It wasn't
Uh-huh.
super special. I don't think. I think that's what it was.
Maybe.
But I think that was the one that we weren't like the biggest fan of. But overall, we liked
I
it.
like this a lot though.
Do you like the rye?
Mhm. Do you?
I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, I remember it being pretty sweet and approachable.
I thought it was kind of minty.
It doesn't taste too minty to me. Maybe a little bit.
At the front.
It's-
At the front, it's like a smidge bit minty, and then it has that like sweetness, kind of like like the Maryland rye, is that what it's called, where it's the high corn. I don't know what the mash bill is of it, but it does have, it's like a sweeter rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So we're gonna drink some Michter's Toasted Bourbon. Pick that one up today.
Yeah.
I'm interested what you think about that one. We have one as well.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely smells toasted.
Smells
It's got
like
that sweet.
Graham crackers and
Mm-hmm.
marshmallows and about a pound of butter.
Yeah. That's what it smells like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I forgot we had the bottle.
Yeah, we got that bottle, and
It's kind of like sitting at the campfire, get a little of that smoky, burnt wood kind of.
char.
But I like it.
That's really good.
I liked it. And then I tried it as like the first pour, and I liked it a lot more when I drank it as my first pour, and I think I stayed relatively low that night, but it was
Yeah, it's a good.
pretty
one.
good. I do like it.
Yeah, it always amazes me the depth of flavor that Michter's gets into their bottles at such a low proof, but they've got a lower barrel entry proof, so I guess that kind of explains it.
Yeah, less water. It's very oily for
Yeah.
it being, what, 90 something?
Like 94, I think.
91. 91
wow.
proof.
91.4.
higher
I
than
knew there was a 4 in there.
I didn't realize it was 90.
I know. I thought it was higher proof than that.
No, I thought it was lower.
You did?
I thought
Oh, well.
I thought most of the Michter's is in like 84 something proof that. So I didn't know if for some reason I thought it was around there.
Well,
Interesting.
shows how much we know.
Yeah, that's how much I
Steven's
pay
going
attention.
halfway to his 500 sub goal, so he must be at 250.
Yeah, everybody check out Steven Scone Shelf Sippers. It's a fun channel to watch. I love how you do your reviews. You're just kind of pacing around there doing your thing. And
Got your box.
got
with-
the little microphone clipped to the brim of your hat. It's a fun video to watch. Check him out, guys.
Rob Rhodes, cheers to you. Thanks for being here.
Heck yeah.
I don't know how I'm feeling about this one.
Oh, look at that. Craig is having 13 Colony Double Oak, having the
Nice flex,
the-
Craig.
fancy 13th Colony, the hard to find, the amazing
Yeah,
pour. We got a sample.
We
Maybe
got-
we got two samples.
We
of
got
it.
notified on both of our emails that we didn't win.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did get
Yeah.
notified we didn't win, but we had two samples last year of that one that we also didn't get, and it was very good.
Yes.
So, it's understandable. They just need to make more, so more people can get it.
Right. Yeah.
Put them out in 375s, right?
There you go.
Yeah. I feel like isn't there somebody else doing that where they're putting a lot into 375s? I don't know. Who is doing that?
Doesn't Angels Envy? They do that with their special stuff, don't they?
I mean, they do some smaller stuff, but you might be thinking of like the Old Foresters. Is it the 117 series comes out in 375s?
Presidential something. I don't know.
Possibly.
Again, we don't have any of those bottles, so I can't say for
Right,
certain.
right, exactly. That's like half the battle right there, is talking about a bottle that you can't find, and you're like, I think, possibly, don't know. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Nick found a baby Blanton's at Total Wine in Knoxville for $10.
Wow.
That sounds great. Usually, so I've never seen one at a store before. We have
No, we haven't either.
been gifted. We have a baby Blanton sitting on the counter that I have no reason to open because it's just so cute and
a
special.
little 50 mil.
Yeah, but I've never seen one in a store. But if I saw one for $10, I'd probably pick it up. Not that we need one because we already have one, but
oh yeah,
they look awesome. They'd make
Yeah.
really good gifts if they were available.
Yes. Yeah. A good little Christmas gift.
we want to get that the winter whiskey for Christmas gift. Yeah. I want to try that one. Haven't found it yet. Well, it's not that I haven't found it yet,
Haven't
but
looked yet.
haven't looked yet.
Which one are you wanting?
The Jim Beam winter whiskey.
Oh, the Winter Reserve. Yeah.
Winter Reserve, yeah, there we go. Winter whiskey is that's the new riff. New Riff Winter Whiskey. I've never seen it before. Got a sample of it from, I believe it was Dave Oglesang. Sent us that sample.
Of course.
And, yeah, I know. Never seen it before. Tried
was
it.
good. I think we still have some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, because I want that's coming up. I want to try to line up and do like some Christmas whiskey blind. But yeah, it was so good, and we were like, man, where do you find this at? No idea. Never
So
seen
we just recently picked one up, and I was shocked because it does not taste like Jim Beam Profile. I don't know how they were able to make this, because none of their other stuff tastes like it.
I think they're toasted barrels, and then it's like spicy and vanilla.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like cinnamon and vanilla, but they're not doing flavored whiskey for their Christmas stuff. It had good flavor. I mean, I'd like it to have a little more something, but you know, for what is it, $30 or something?
It was just under $30, 86 proof. I mean, it's Jim Beam. You still taste Jim Beam in it.
I think it will make some great like winter old fashions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. We definitely have to try to get it.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys try the Sunshine Blend from Jim Beam? I think that was their summer release.
We did not. I didn't even know about that. What is that?
I believe it was just 80 proofer, and I think it was billed to be like a mixer, but
Okay.
I've seen it in the stores. It's like $20. It's called the Sunshine Blend.
I hadn't seen that either.
I did not even know that was a thing. I know.
Don't look at their bottles too much though.
I know, like
You gotta
Whistle
look
Pig
down.
does a.
Yeah,
you
you
just
gotta look down. It's on the bottom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We need to do that more.
I know. Whistle Pig did a summer release. It was like the Pit Viper one or something like that. I think that's about the only one I know that did like a summer release.
Had the sunglasses on the label.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yep.
So Mr. Mom says he picked up the JD Winter Jack. Is that the one your son got last year? It's like apple.
Yeah, Winter Jack is their.
It's flavored though.
It's flavored. It's got like apple cider or something. Maybe some lemon. I don't know.
It made great shots for like football games and stuff. Because it's a flavored whiskey. It was pretty good flavored whiskey. I enjoyed that one.
We get 2 more cans.
Let's see.
Great and hard cider, Winter Reserve.
Well, that makes sense. Apple flavor going with apple. Or spice with spice. Look at that. He's sipping Sunshine now. It's got rice whiskey
in it. Okay.
That's different. I didn't know there were other people doing rice whiskey. These big brands are doing everything, I guess. Anything that's becoming popular, they got to do too.
Yeah, so let's take a quick minute, guys. If you've not entered #sus, I still see some rolling in there. #sus to get entered into the free giveaways.
I forgot to end that
Oh,
poll.
yeah.
So
Let's see the results of the poll.
I gotta open it back up. But you're gonna.
I feel like I
something again.
feel like I might.
You
know
already
where
know
this
the
one's
answer.
going.
You think they know the
I feel
answer?
like I know.
Oh
I feel like I know the answer.
Gotta get to the YouTube to find it.
She's opening windows over here.
We just put it in a giveaway, like a free giveaway with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 70. I'm gonna end the poll, and it looks like 75% said yes, you should keep it, and 25% said no. There were 48 votes.
Awesome.
People
That's
really
great.
like your picture.
They love it. Yeah. God, I did not think that was going to be our identifying feature.
I know,
was
right?
our flower painting behind us, but I guess it is. Look at that. It's going to be.
It's
with us
part of
forever.
you now.
It is.
Stuck on us like glue. Awesome.
And Kim F., I would say yes, the shots are worthy of disc golf. I mean, I can't say I ever really drank anything that high end while disc golfing.
It was mostly for you, Fireball.
Yeah, I drink a lot of Fireball, and
I put a lot of Jamesons into my flask.
I think I had Bullet Rye.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
the Bullet Rye. Yeah. She was classy on the disc golf course.
Yes, very classy. Northwest Bourbon and Dollar Bill and Roy P. Thanks for being here. And Barrel House and anyone else that I haven't said.
Lots of new people, yeah.
It's awesome.
We kind of watch the chat roll by as we're talking, and if we don't like say hi to you right off the bat, we're still watching. We'll put your comments up.
Right.
Disking was an excuse to drink. It was for me too, but I wasn't a teen when I did it. I was a full adult.
It was just like 4 years ago.
Yes.
So this kind of replaced disc golf for us when the lockdowns happened. And we disc golfed 3-4 days a week, and now we do whiskey 3-4 days a week.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we were a little too into it. We did like tournaments, we had a team league, and then in the wintertime we had this putter indoor league that we ran, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I mean, it was fun, but it was a lot. And so we had plenty of free time to be able to commit to this.
Yeah, we turned our casual hobby into like all of this.
I tried disc golf like one time because a buddy of mine had tried to convince me to go play disc golf, and I was like, whatever, I'll give it a shot. It was while we were on deployment in Qatar, and they had a disc golf course because it was an Air Force base, so it's like all built up and nice, and so we got there, and he was like, oh, you got to go disc golf, they have a disc golf course. I was terrible. He'd get there and he'd throw it out, and I mean, I could throw a frisbee, but I know, you're right, and that's what I thought. Then I went to go throw the driver, pretty much, or whatever, the one that and it straight up, it went, and then straight sideways, completely out of the way, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. This is going to be a ton of fun.
There we go, tomahawk. Yeah, that's the tomahawk throw is great for people that can't throw regular, anyone can throw overhand. So
our first time playing, my boys both played prior to Laura and I playing, and we were like on a family trip out to the coast, and we stopped at a little disc golf course in some state park, and we threw our first shot. It was kind of up a hill.
In the woods,
threw the first shot, and we're up there looking for discs, and Laura stepped in a yellow jacket
I did
nest.
not. Your son stepped in it, and I was behind him.
This thing stung her right on the back of her leg, right below her butt cheek, and her leg swelled up about that big.
Ouch.
He made me go to the emergency room.
She was dry heaving. She was wheezing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, first hole. That's as far as we got. We didn't even finish the first hole.
Successful outing. That is,
Yes. But then the trip turned into, then we went to breweries and drank beer and had a good time and drank alcohol. It worked out. Except I had taken Benadryl, so I didn't really need a whole lot of alcohol. I had my first beer, and I was like, I am drunk.
And I'm also sleepy, very sleepy, actually. That stuff will knock me out.
Not selling disc golf. Yeah, we're probably not.
So, I see Mark from Northwest Bourbon is in the chat. I picked him up this morning, and we went up to visit Bourbon Baller Lee at his store in Renton. Mark lives, not to blow you up, Mark, but he lives in close proximity to Fort Steilacoom Disc Golf Park in Washington State. I actually won the Fort Steilacoom Open tournament right before COVID, which is one of the bigger tournaments in the state, but I play in the old man division. I play in the over 50.
Right.
I
really
was
old.
At the time, I was the young guy in the over 50 division, so I could throw it farther than everybody.
Yep.
They ride dinosaurs down to their balls. So
Yes. So speaking of age, how does it feel to be definitely on the younger end of the people that watch and the people that make content in the Whiskey Tube world.
I think she's assuming your ages.
Yeah. What? How old are you? How old are we?
You're definitely not in your 50s like Troy.
No.
Right.
I'm guessing I have children older than you.
Yeah. So I'm 24. I'll say how old I. Do you want to say how old you are? She's 52, and so
You look great for 52, by the way.
No, I'll be 27 next month. So I'm 26. I'll be 27 in December. So
and
I'm old.
Happy
Honestly-
early birthday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not looking forward to it. Getting closer to 30.
Right. But as far as being the younger kind of duo doing this, honestly, it's good. It's good. Obviously we're named Sippy Cup for a reason, and so that's the name that we get on Discord if we join any of the voice channels. It'll be Sippy Cup's here, so that has its name. But honestly, good lord. Anyways,
We got a dog kicking the camera.
So, but it overall, it has its pros and cons. I feel like with it being a little bit of an old typical, come on, as it being like a typical older audience, you take this one.
I don't know what you were about to say. What were you about to say? Older audience.
Okay. I don't know how that looks. I don't know how it's going to look. Yeah,
It looks fine.
Good God. Anyways, it has its pros and cons. As far as like being, relatable, I don't feel like we ever have a problem with that. It's kind of
You
fun.
definitely speak the universal language of whiskey.
We try. We definitely have, I feel like, a different input on it because I feel like for people just starting out too, I feel like with us being younger and we go for the budget pour a lot of times, because being younger, that's kind of what you have to do, and I feel like that's nice. It kind of it definitely helped build what we were wanting to do with our channel. So it's fun. It is fun.
Yeah, luckily people seem to enjoy it, right? So,
I think maybe I hope. I surely do hope.
I mean, you're talking about whiskey, so what's not
Exactly.
to enjoy?
Yeah. So when is your channelversary?
Gosh, when did we start it? April. Gosh, I feel like it was mid-April of this year.
Awesome.
So you guys are doing great then.
Yeah, I think. Let me see. When was our first video? I should know this.
I thought he was getting his walker. Piper John,
6 months
he's
ago.
24. I have a grandson. It's 21.
Yeah, he's young. April 12th was our first video.
Okay.
So it's actually crazy, and it hasn't been too long. It hasn't been a year yet. I feel like it's been such a long time that we've had it.
I feel like it has been longer. It really has. I mean, but it's not. We've enjoyed it. It just. I feel like this year has just kind of been a little bit slower. I feel like there's been a lot going on.
I feel like we got like more interaction, more like I don't know, like we got all this samples sent to us, and we're like, we didn't expect any of that to happen.
Yeah, it was pretty much.
It was crazy.
It was within a couple weeks of us starting the channel that we were like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Like people are commenting, we're getting comments, we're getting likes somehow. Like we posted videos expecting to get like 2 views. Whoa. That's how I felt.
I thought this one was pretty good.
Well, you're supposed to swallow the whiskey, not inhale it. Apparently,
Right. It's
it
not.
doesn't feel good in the lungs.
Little epiglottis fail.
It doesn't feel good in the lungs.
But
Oh,
yeah,
that burns.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was a not crazy high proof whiskey
Yeah.
there. We're now drinking the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Traveler Bold and Spicy, which is 107 proof rye, international travel only. Tastes pretty good. It tastes like double oaked or
I
something.
like it quite a
right?
bit.
Is that? It doesn't say that it's got like a toast or a double oak or something, but there's definitely a lot of char in it. especially in the throat.
Yeah, when you inhale it, and on the inhale, how does that work for you?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, got it right. So we have a sample here. It's the Jack Daniel's 12 Batch 1. I'm pretty sure this was a Mike Bortner sample. So super stellar guy for that. We really appreciate that too.
That's a special pour right there.
It's really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think I've had it once,
Yeah.
and it was good. And this is holding up to it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's like bready to me in a way.
Yeah.
It's like a bready note.
That's the off-palate Jack.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, yeah, we're like right in the middle of allocation season right now. Like I said, we picked up this toasted finished Michter's bourbon earlier today. What kind of allocated bottles are you guys looking for right now?
Well, honestly, we're not doing a whole lot of hunting right now.
We just got one that we were looking for.
Right. I'll go get it. But we're you can kind of tell them like what we're going to be trying to do this year. I'm not really hungry for anything. Right.
I feel like what we've been looking for, we've gotten pretty much.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, we don't have a super high crazy list, but
Yeah.
I feel like the ones that we got were a little bit above our expectation,
yeah.
and so it was like enough to cover like our wish list for the year. So we got the Old Fitz tin,
Oh, that's a beautiful bottle there.
so good. The juice is all right. It's all right.
The bottle's
but the
beautiful.
plus-
It
Oh,
is, yeah.
beautiful.
That's
And then I don't know if we consider this allocated. Or not. But it was a bottle that I didn't know where to even look for it. And then as soon as we showed any interest in it, I had a buddy of mine reach out to me and be like, "Hey, they have this bottle coming in. You should try to see about getting one." And I was like, "Whoa! I didn't even know that it's a Penelope toasted, but it's the marshmallow toast."
I didn't know that was
It's-
a bottle.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, we didn't either.
We had no idea until we just randomly we were talking about it with a friend of mine, and he was like, "Have you seen this one that's coming out?" But it's a toasted. But instead of saying the toasted series, please, the toasted series, it's a private batch. So that's the difference.
Yeah, and it's really good. I like it a lot.
Same proof, same toast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It's different. I mean, we can't find anything on it either, like online or anything.
Can't
We
see-
find like
Can't find anything on it.
I don't know what's up with that one.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Marty at Life from the Patio pledged to Patreon, and so did Life from the Patio. So thank you guys.
Thanks,
if you're
guys.
still in chat, appreciate it.
Loving it. Appreciate you guys.
I've only tried the Old Fitz one time at a bar like 2 years ago or something.
It's
I
like
think
the
it was
8-year though.
8-year or 9-year. It was like the youngest they've come out with, and I wasn't a big fan of it. But I hear like anything 10 years and up is like worth buying. It's just whatever one I tried at a bar was not worth trying.
Yeah, the 10-year was different. Honestly, it was different than anything I've ever
I
tried.
honestly don't remember it.
It
but-
was
What's up, Dennis?
but it just wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, definitely bottles looks great, but
Yeah, it
the
does.
juice is not worth the price, that's for sure. I would not for what you see it.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, go. Sorry.
So Steven Scone's saying that Penelope is a store pick. He has one.
Oh. Is it?
Is it? It's private series. I was
Or
looking
Show
at
it
maybe-
up close. Show it up
Maybe
close.
here.
Show it up.
Let me make your screen.
It doesn't-
bigger here.
We'll solo you.
it has that on the top.
Toasted marshmallow toast. I mean, I don't see anywhere that it's set. Well, maybe that private batch at the bottom.
Right.
Maybe that means
Yeah,
it's
so
a store
maybe-
pick.
Yeah, but I just didn't know that it would be coming to South Carolina. Like they released it like it wasn't a store pick. They were
I'm-
releasing
I
it.
saw some. Yeah, I
There-
saw
it was
some videos on it like 8 months ago.
Right,
There was like 3 videos
right.
about it.
So I don't know.
Maybe
I honestly
maybe
know-
you know how like some companies like Russell's does picks that are like they pick it and then they sell it to stores. So maybe it's like that where it's not really a pick but it's labeled a pick kind of thing. I don't know, but marshmallow. I mean, that sounds amazing.
It's saying marshmallow is a tater sticker. Interesting. I mean, we don't have a lot of Penelope here. I think we've got like Architect Batch 2.
Oh, in our house, and
Yeah, we've got a Rio, we've got a Valencia,
rosé.
and a Rosé,
That's it.
and I think that's it. Penelope is like newer to the Pacific Northwest.
I think most of ours we got online.
all of those
they
we-
were not. They
were
were
either-
not like in stores here.
they were either gifted to us or we got them online. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have the rosé, the toasted, that one, and then we have the American light whiskey. Which
What do you think of that cork on the Rosé?
Sucks.
I'm scared to pull it off anytime.
Sucks.
Like,
Sucks. It's miserable.
well, I think it's cool, but it's like
It's
not
cool,
practical.
but when I have to you gotta get your thumbs underneath it and kind of like push around
Let's give it
in
a
a
break.
circle in order to kind of pop it off,
Mhm.
and it's like there's no reason why it should be this difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just no
You
reason.
know, we haven't cracked it open in a while. I don't know how hard it'll be. Our issue was when you put the cork in, it didn't stay in. It pushed back out.
Oh,
Okay.
So like if once I poured a pour out and it was wet, where the
yeah.
cork, I mean it's not a cork, where the topper goes back in, it would like make it so it would slip out. So it would just like slowly like work its way out and then it'd be like pop.
Makes sense.
I'm like, this is not working. And then I'd have to dry the inside of the bottle to put the top back in. But yeah, we drank it when we first got it, and then we've drank it basically only when other people brought it up. Like in like
Yeah.
this kind of a situation where someone was talking about it, and then we'd be like, "Oh yeah, we forgot about that bottle. Let's try it again."
Don't ever open it anymore.
which
Rosé.
I was about to say because we opened it
What's
at
up, Whisker
first
Barrel?
and we liked it a lot. But I feel like as it's kind of just sat for a little bit, I think I'm definitely a fresh crack kind of person. Like I like a bottle as a fresh crack. I feel like some people aren't. They like to let it sit for a little bit. But I think to me, oftentimes I like a bottle better that way. So when we first popped it open, I liked it. And then
Okay.
it just slowly tapered off and I didn't like it as much.
Yeah. So Whisker Barrel, your blend arrived safe and sound. So you are definitely in the competition. Starts next Saturday on our live stream.
Sounds like a cork soaking problem.
Yes, definitely.
Mr. Lopez also is a fresh crack type of guy too.
Throw a poll up. No, I'm kidding.
So now let's get a little controversial here.
Oh,
Gosh.
So it's no secret that we are not the biggest fans of the Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak.
Troy likes to hate on it. I think for the controversy.
I think
it's for the
it's an okay bottle. We got it and it was like the most hyped bottle at the time.
Yeah.
I was expecting to just be blown away, and it was just meh. What's one of those bottles to you?
An overhyped bottle.
Well, first of all, I agree with you on that one.
Uh,
What? I thought you were.
I mean, okay, so it wasn't that I was not a fan of it. I liked the bottle, but we were putting it up because everybody was calling it the Texas Stag. So we put it up against a Stag. I don't remember which one, but the Stag beat it hands down.
I don't know. I didn't.
Yes.
care for it.
So it was a good bottle, but it wasn't. It is not what it's hyped up to be. I will say that it's a good bottle.
Yes.
Not what it's hyped up to be. But I'm trying to think. I was gonna go see if I could find one, but now I sat down because I realized I don't really remember it. But honestly, What is a bottle that we don't like? I feel like
Dollar bill.
controversial. Can you think? What I feel like odds are it's you that didn't like it. I feel like sometimes we're like 50-50. She'll like one, and I.
Well, I agree with what Mr. Lopez said about Blanton's, but I didn't want to like just say that. But because I feel like that's kind of like
Blanton's
I feel
sipped
people.
hot to me for some
Yeah.
reason. Mine does. The one that I had sips way too hot. We'll play with the
Now we
safe
just
bet.
so Dennis, we just got a sample of that stave finished Rebel, so we haven't tried it yet. We're looking forward to it.
I don't like that
I
one.
think that was from
Yeah, that-
Steven Scone, right?
I don't know that I knew we got a sample of it.
I think it's right there.
We've gotten a lot of samples lately with when people sent in their blinds, so I haven't like really paid attention to what
Yeah, so
we've gotten.
I mean, if you didn't know, we're running a blending competition that starts next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as these blends arrive, I don't know if it's just people being nice or trying to bribe us. They come with samples, and it's much appreciated, every one of you.
Yeah.
We just there's a lot to get to, so they're in the stack of things that we need to try. And I didn't even know that the Rebel had a stave finishing series with mocha staves, because that sounds amazing, and I need to try it. I just have not tried it
I
yet.
think it's right there in that Liquid Ministry sample bottle.
You would know. You sort everything, so
So
we'll have to
she
try
brought
it
up
soon.
She brought up a fantastic point. The bottle that would probably be the most controversial for us, it's the Willet Purple Top,
Okay.
because
I don't like that one.
we did.
Be careful.
Now, I know. I just.
Well, it's a funky flavor.
It is very
It's
funky.
a funky.
man.
It's a funky. It's different.
Maybe we gotta try it again or something. I don't know.
For me, and I think for both of us, the biggest thing with the Weeder and the straight bourbon that we tried, it just has like this it wasn't, would you say it was like wet, dingy cabin wood? Like I don't know what it's there's a weird
It wasn't bad.
flavor.
It's just
It's
I
that
feel like
funk.
I was expecting a lot more from.
I think it's got this like waxy cherry chapstick kind of note to it that I really enjoy, but it's like weird.
Right.
And I had the fresh cut fruit rotting in the sun. So
that you also enjoyed. So,
we tried the purple top, the weeded, and then
okay.
we weren't a super big fan of that one. And then we tried the straight bourbon purple top, and I think we were okay with it, but it just was a little bit overhyped for what it was. I mean, it was cask strength, so I mean it was high up there. It had some flavor, but not too keen on the funk.
Yeah. It's probably ours, I would say.
I understand. It's not what you expect with the bourbon. It's definitely got its own unique
Right.
flavor. Either you really enjoy that uniqueness or you really hate it. It's one or the other. It's not like I'm indifferent on it kind of thing.
Yeah. And not to change the subject at all, but Shaman, you bring up a good point. So tomorrow, Whiskey Shaman, Bourbon Jerk, Old Fashioned Ways Plus, and your drinking buddy are going live to settle the dispute of the best whiskey in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
So if you're not doing anything on a Sunday evening, check them out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is Rebecca Creek in there?
It might be. It might be.
There's lots of Still Austin in there.
I am sure.
Mr. Richie J. We do.
Yeah, so we've got a couple different Still Austin picks. We've got
That are good. They're really
We
good.
got the rye. I mean, we're fans. We like Still Austin.
Yeah. We liked it too.
Yeah, I think we did too. We did too. There was a couple picks that people sent us, and they were really good.
Yeah.
They were really good. So
We were.
I can see that.
We don't have a bottle though.
We're not Texas whiskey haters. I mean, there's definitely some funk to Texas whiskey, but you know, there's some drinkable stuff out there too. I like the Iron Root Harbinger.
I've not tried that.
So last night Troy poured me a sample blind, because usually one of us will go get the other, both of us drinks, and then we kind of just get the other person's opinion on it without them knowing what it is. And so last night he poured me something, and I was like, we finished the bottle that tastes like this. I don't understand how how this is in my glass, because it tastes like Balcones, which is, Texas, but single malt. And I knew we had finished our Texas Balcones single malt bottle, so I was very confused. And he's like, you got to trust your gut, because we had a sample from someone that had sent us
wow.
and so I was like, but that, like, I knew our bottle was empty, so I was like, there's no way that's what you're pouring me.
But it's the new one. It's their 15th anniversary. It's called Cataleja, and it's like finished in 5 different things. It was
really good.
It's pretty solid, yeah.
Yeah, we do that too. That is
we'll
one of the
pour
things
sips,
we do.
yeah.
We'll pour one, and then you just get a few sips in, and then you got to guess. What do you get? We give it as many guesses as you want, but we try to get it within like 1 or 2, and then if it goes past 2, we're like, what is it? I have no idea. But the game got significantly harder when we opened up the samples into the game. At that point, it was like, I have no idea, no possible clue what could be in here. But yeah, that is a very fun thing to do. Fun game to play.
Yeah, so we have like 4 boxes of samples or something like that. We
We
have
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
we have a lot of samples, and so that's what we do with our like on our Patreon every week.
Okay.
One of us will do some kind of blind, try to guess what's in the sample bottle, and I need to mix them up so Troy doesn't know what's in the box that we're grabbing from, because he at least has an idea, because he refills the box with the other stuff. And I'm like, I have no idea what's been sent to us in the last 2 years that could be in this box. And so my guessing, I think, is not as good as his, but I think it's because he knows at least what's in the box that we're pulling from.
Well, now, I spoiler alert, I recently had shot a bottle. You'll see it soon on Patreon. But it's because it was
the only one.
It was Irish, and there's only like 1 Irish sample in the box. So there you go.
Where if I would have got the sample, I wouldn't have even known that there was an Irish whiskey. But I wouldn't have been like, know what the bottle is.
Yeah. So I see Artfully Bourbon here. Cheers. I don't know if it's Artfully Bourbon or Scottfully Bourbon tonight, or both of you. But thanks for joining us.
I love this. Bourbon Baller Lee, I'll have to pour you a cognac flight and send you down another rabbit hole.
I would love that, Lee.
I mean, I know you're a cognac guy, so I will be interested in knowing what's good cognac.
Yep, so we just switched to the Don Michael Black Whiskey. This is a single barrel distilled in Peru, 110.2 proof. And this was all the rage months back.
It was?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
You've drank it. At least twice before this. You see what I deal with here, guys?
I do remember drinking something from Peru. So I'm guessing this was it.
I'm sorry.
I feel like before a lot of the videos, it'll be like we go to film something, and I'll give her the rundown on like this is like the bottle of the year right now, or this is the hot bottle right now, and she's like, oh, cool, all right, well, let's try. She has like it's like you got to give like a rundown before it. So yeah, I totally. She'll be like, oh, have we tried that before? Yeah, we drank it
I
twice.
try something one time and you bring it up like 3 months later. I don't remember. I don't think you do either. You act like you do. I don't think you do.
Right. But we just switched to the Ben Holiday. It's a City Park Grill pick, and it's at 121.3. So
Okay.
getting up there a little bit. Getting up there a little bit.
City Park Girl pick.
It's just
Well, yeah,
who
pick.
picked it.
Who's this from?
Pretty sure that's from Chill Will.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
We actually got to meet Chill Will.
Oh,
Did you? Oh yes,
We
I
did.
did see that. He sent a picture in the group chat.
we
I
had
was like,
dinner
yeah.
together. Yeah.
Yep. He flew up,
Nice
he
guy.
drove out to Washington for his daughter's wedding, and what do you have, like almost a month to get back home, and he just
He kind of made it, did a lot of sightseeing, went and saw some stuff in Oregon, and I don't know where all he went, but he had like this huge list of places he just wanted to see, like, and hike and all this stuff, which is awesome to just casually drive around. My dream someday, I want to save up to get a van so we can do like that van life stuff. But I did just, the money that I had started to save, I did just spend so we could go to Germany in 2 years. So
yeah, we're going to Germany for Oktoberfest in 26.
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll ever get that van because I'll probably spend all the money I save.
I mean,
for
honestly,
it,
I'm ready to sell the house right now and get the van and just start it, but she won't let me.
Yeah, I don't want to be homeless. I don't.
Come on,
I
live in the van. You're not
Come on,
homeless.
yeah. You live in the
That
van.
is
When's your
technically
home?
homeless.
No property taxes.
Right.
I mean,
They make
it
some
could be
nice
good.
ones, though.
It could be awful.
Really nice ones. We were looking at some.
We
too.
did look at some for
They're
a
really
little bit.
nice.
Yeah, they make some really nice ones. I think it's a Keystone Cougar. Some of those they make good ones, really nice ones.
Yeah, I was looking at the oh gosh, now that I've been drinking, my
We
mind
can
is
park in some
the like
field.
Winnebago. They make one that has like a pop up at the top, so I can have a second sleeping space.
I
So
don't
my
want anything that looks like a brick.
no, it's the van, but it's got the pop up, so then like we can have another sleeping space.
See, that- a
so my
van
daughter
doesn't mean
can.
you're homeless.
It technically does. Technically, it does mean you're homeless because you do not have an address. We would have to buy property to park the van on.
We just need to buy a P.O. box, and we have an address. Right? I got it all figured out. We can park in some field, set up a camera. I can throw that football over the mountains.
Right. And
What
you
are
can
you
park it
talking
down by the river.
Yes.
Short bus. There you go. We could get a short bus. We could burn a short bus.
Let's go.
There's people that do that, and they honestly, it looks pretty cool.
You
Yeah.
don't know how much you love someone till you live in a van with them.
I mean, Phil and Julie, Bourbon Van, they're on a 6-month trip in their van right now.
And they do it every year. They do like 6 months every year.
Well, they just
in the
got
van.
back from a 3-month trip.
And then they still do like weekend trips and all this stuff. I'm pretty jealous of them, although they did upgrade. I don't know that they are considered a van anymore because now they're in an RV.
They're in an RV.
So I don't know that counts as bourbon van. They're gonna have to be bourbon RV.
They're the Bourbon RV. There you go.
Right. Yeah, when we travel, we typically just try to find a place to stay. We don't go the van life for the trips, but yeah, we it was funny because when Will was going and doing his trip, which was so cool to see, he was going all over the place, staying at campsites and stuff. But I think it was like a week later, we went to Wyoming, so we were in the Northwest. So I mean, that was beautiful. Holy cow, that was amazing. It was so nice. I loved
Were you
it.
like in Yellowstone or where were you at? In Wyoming?
We were in Wilson, and which is just
Wilson,
just
Wyoming.
east. Wilson, which is east of Jackson.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was super nice. It was a ranch.
Now, do you have family there?
We do not. No, we just so when we got married, it was about I think it was a couple weeks later, and I was on a plane to go to deployment. So we didn't have a wedding. We eloped. We didn't have a wedding, a honeymoon, nothing. I had my best friend who had he just decided to become an ordained minister. He was home because he's active duty, so he was home for like a small break in the summer. And I called him up. I said, "Hey, you gotta come marry me and Alyssa." And so that was it. We were standing in the park, eloped there, and that's how we got married. And a couple weeks later, I was on deployment, so we didn't have anything. We didn't have wedding, nothing. So a few years later, after we Cade came along, and so we didn't really have time to plan anything, a wedding or nothing. So we said, let's go on a nice trip somewhere. So we went to Wyoming, and that was the place we went. So it was a just fantastic trip. We stayed at a ranch. Just everywhere.
Was it Bunny Ranch? Because that's what Dave's asking.
No, it was Trail Creek Ranch.
Trail Creek
Okay.
Ranch.
I would highly recommend it to anybody wanting to go on a total just mind break. It's fantastic.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
It was so good.
So Torup's asking if there's a bourbon futon life yet. I think you should start a channel, Torup.
It's time. It's time.
I feel like it would hit.
I think I need to go couch surf at bourbon people's houses.
I mean, Steven, you'd be surprised. We've had multiple people say, "Hey, if you ever travel here, let me know. You can stay at our place."
Mm-hmm.
We'll create a secondary channel of us traveling in our van and stay at people's. Be like, you got a couch somewhere? You got a shower that we can use?
Mm-hmm.
It's just an incredibly generous community, as you guys are well aware.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've offered up our property for people that want to travel through, and it's just how it is. We're all very, very giving people.
Mm-hmm.
A toilet in a van plus bourbon sounds like a reality show to test relationships. See, look at that. You can park the van in my driveway. The people are very generous. We have had plenty of people offer that we could, do that kind of thing. So, in a few years, I think we probably will get a van and call people up on this and be like, "Hey, you said we could park in your driveway."
They're going to be like, "New number, who dis?"
Yeah.
That would just be a crazy experience to do. That'd just be super cool.
It would be, yeah. It would be
I know
awesome.
flying over in a plane is cool enough to see all the areas, but driving around, geez, that would be awesome. Get to make little stops everywhere.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if I could handle the van life. My stomach can't do it. I gotta stop at a rest stop everything.
Okay.
Poor guy.
He's got a tender stomach.
He's got a tender stomach. Yeah, that's okay though. It's okay. Candy says, "I'd like to volunteer Dave's house." Yes, Dave's house sounds like a great place. Can I just stay in your basement?
Yes.
I will learn to play an instrument and drink whiskey at the same time.
He's got a nice vinyl collection too, if I remember right.
I like it.
So we went controversial with the last question on a bottle that you hated that everyone else liked. How about the opposite of that? What's one that you like that everyone else hates?
It's not that we like this one, but it wasn't as bad as a lot of people said it was.
Are you also going to say Willet?
Still.
Oh, jeez, really? I don't know if I go that far.
It wasn't great, but the way that people talked about it, they said it was like the worst bottle ever. Just straight garbage juice in
It
a
gets worse the
thing.
more you drink it,
It
though.
does.
Like,
but
at first it's like, oh, it's not that bad.
when I tried it at first, it was like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's definitely it's
something else.
if you think it's
Because, I wouldn't say that we liked that one,
What's up, Bentley?
but it's not as bad.
So the only Willet pot still we've tried was in a mini, and I don't know if that's the same as what's in the bottle, because I know they've changed what...
Yeah, I feel like it's been a few years now since they changed.
But I don't know if the mini reflects that, or if...
I didn't
don't
think
know.
it was that bad.
It wasn't great though.
No.
I don't. It wasn't good enough for me to go buy a bottle.
It definitely
No,
has
it
that Willet funkiness, but at a much lower watered down proof.
Maybe that's why it was like okay to
Maybe.
me, because that I don't like the Willet Funk, but maybe because it was a little bit watered down, it wasn't as bad. But I mean, there isn't. Uh, the problem we run into with this is that we get like bottom shelf bottles, and so like if it's at all palatable, it's a surprise. So it's like that's pretty good. It's like I paid $15 for this bottle, and it's pretty good. So it's more of a shock to the system. It's kind of like, huh.
What's been your biggest surprise in the budget bottle realm?
Honestly, it's a bottle called Big House.
That's
I
like
think-
benchmark single barrel. Like that one's
Well,
so good.
I feel like a lot of people say that one's good. A lot of people recommend the Benchmark products as like
because it is.
it's like a pretty good staple. But I think the biggest surprise, because the Big House, it's a Barton, and so it's Barton now. It was MGP. It was an MGP 6-year bourbon, and then Sazerac bought it, took off the 6-year, and then made it a Barton. And it's good. I think it was $20.
Yeah, but last time you tried it, you didn't like it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It just didn't it's not that I didn't like it. It was like I just don't think it ranked super high in the blind. But it was a surprise because I wasn't really expecting. I'd never seen it before, so picking it up, it was a surprise that I actually did like it. So I go with that.
Yeah, that sounds great. So someone was talking about Screwball. Jen says, I like Screwball, but I don't really count. Hey, Jen, I like Screwball too.
Not a fan.
I mean, it's really sweet, so I think it needs to be paired with something a little less sweet, but it makes for makes good shots.
Yeah.
But Troy's not a fan. We also had the Dough Ball, which was even
is even
sweeter,
worse.
even sweeter.
And the midnight snack, which
and
was
the
even
midnight-
worse.
So
Yeah.
we've gone through lots of different stuff that we've made shots with out of during like football games and stuff.
Yeah.
Worst bottle ever: Whistle Pig Piggyback Legend Series Alpha Rum. Is that the wait? No, that's
I tend to agree with you there,
is that
Charles.
the
Laura absolutely loves that. It's the lychee finished.
I think it might have tea in it as
Yeah,
well.
I think it's
super
sitting right over
weird,
there.
but I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but it is definitely not. If you're wanting like a bourbon or a rye flavor, that's not what you're gonna get. It's
That one?
yeah, that one. So it's rye whiskey with lychee and tea barrel finish. So it's like
I wouldn't like
wild flavor.
It's a mixed drink.
Yeah, it's like a mixed drink, and
And it's not a good one.
I love it. Troy hates it. So I understand that it's definitely not for everyone. Lychee is not really a common flavor that people like.
I mean,
And it's very much got that flavor in
there's
it.
a reason why that little sticker right there looks like the Raccoon City emblem.
Oh, I didn't. Troy, what are you talking about? That is not what that. It's not going to kill you. Bourbon Hunter Lee, put
Lee,
me in
thanks so
coach.
much.
Thank you. Raccoon
Yeah,
City.
It's so
we
bad.
haven't tried Whistle Pig, have we? We have not tried any of it. I feel like there's like I don't really know much about the Whistle Pig stuff. I feel like it's kind of, from what I've heard, a little bit hit or miss
Yeah.
on some of that stuff. So it's like I don't know enough about it to know.
So a lot of their stuff is pretty spendy. So I get
Yeah.
not trying it.
It's
And it's definitely got a unique flavor profile.
yeah.
So it's
all
definitely,
sourced from Canada.
but I think like just their normal rye stuff tastes a little farmy. So like that can either put like people either like it or they're like, this is like weird. But then they have these other ones that are a lot cheaper, like the Piggyback brand.
Yeah.
And people seem to like those more. They're more of a standard.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a funky rye. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just way overpriced for what you get.
Yeah, I think that's why we haven't picked it up.
That's mainly why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think that it wasn't that it was hit or miss. It was just like hit or miss in the fact of like worth the money that you pay for it. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Bourbon
Yeah.
Baller Lee's saying, save your money, don't buy
Yeah,
it.
Lee, I agree. Save your money, don't buy it. And I saw Jeff McComb just commented on the Found North. He said he hasn't found one that he doesn't like, and I tend to agree with you there. We've got a handful of the Found Norths. Nothing recent. Because
Yeah, they've been really hard to come by. They got popular and people started buying them.
now there's like lotteries to get them and
So
stuff.
I've entered the last 2 lotteries and did not win either of them. But whenever they email me, I enter the lottery, but they've changed it, so you have to enter your credit card information. So if you win, it auto ships to you. But if you lose, then they just, I guess, got your credit card information for no reason. But I guess that's how they're doing it now. That's how they're doing it now. I think it's because people won and then they didn't buy it, and so they want to make sure that like people actually want to buy it if they're gonna win the bottles, instead of going through this like, well, we had 100 people that won but they didn't buy it, so now we gotta notify another. I don't know what their process is.
Yeah.
But I entered the last 2 and didn't win either of them. But they're, what is it, batch 3? Is that the rye?
The batch 3
5?
rye is phenomenal.
That's probably my favorite. I know they mostly do like bourbon type. I mean, it's not bourbon because it's Canadian.
They
but
do have a bourbon. I think batch 6 or 7 was a bourbon.
It was actually bourbon.
Like an 8-year.
Oh, okay. But most of their stuff is not. It's some kind of blend, and but they've all been delicious. Everything I've found. And then it's confusing because then they have this lottery system where you get to decide if you purchase it, but then suddenly all these people like Dave finds them at Benny's in Illinois when I didn't win the lottery to purchase it. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, so what was it? Helldiver, I believe, was the name of one that we entered lottery for. And they're like, this is a lottery exclusive straight from there. And, you know, we got the notification we didn't win. And then I think Michael Bordner got one in the wild like a week later. So
Yeah.
So it's all smoke and mirrors. They just
It's
want
like
you
maybe
to,
half of it is to stores and half of it they sell in the lottery, but they should sell it all in the lottery, and then the people that are really interested in them could probably purchase it instead of people just like, well, I saw this at the store, maybe I should pick it up.
Yep. So we're switching to the Dragon's Milk Toasted Honey Barrel Strength from the Simone Barkeep.
Sounds good.
Oh, look at this.
That sounds really good.
Westmoreland had the 9 sitting on the shelf last week.
Of
Were we
course
not
they
there
did.
last week?
We were there the week before.
Oh, it was 2 weeks ago.
Now, they did have a bottle sitting on the shelf in there. I was interested, and we left it because I didn't know anything about it. It was the new Redwood Empire
Oh, it was like a high malt rye.
Van Dusen, maybe?
It was-
Have you heard of this one?
See, honestly, this might be able to take over the controversial pick because I don't like a lot of Redwood Empire stuff. I didn't like the bourbon. I did not like the Screaming Titan.
Well, that's what I was hyped up.
That was the one that was super hyped up, and I was not. It just was
Was the
like
Screaming Titan the weeded one?
The Weeder.
Yes.
We didn't like
I
the
didn't
Screaming
like
Titan
that
either.
one either.
did not like it, and so but it's like I feel like you either people love the Redwood Empire or they
But we also haven't tried a bunch of them, so I'd be
Bentley
curious to
says
try
very
some
good
more
pork.
of them.
Van Duzel is what he's saying.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one.
What
Wow.
This tastes really good.
Dragon's Milk Toasted Honey Barrel Strength.
It sounds good.
So
Sounds
is it a
great.
single malt? Is it a bourbon? What is
No,
it?
I think it's a bourbon. Dragon's Milk
It tastes more like a
Origin
single malt.
Series. I think they're out of Michigan. They got that cool, like,
Oh, it's
it's
like
the black bottle with, like,
looks
the
like
dragon
scales,
scales on
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I don't feel like this tastes like a bourbon though.
No, it's definitely got single malt vibes, but I get that off of 2 Bar, too, which is also a bourbon.
I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. It smells like bourbon, or like a toasted bourbon.
It's
but it
very
does
good.
not it does not taste like a bourbon. It
But
tastes
yeah,
like,
so back to the Screaming Titan. We
Yeah.
were not fans of that at all.
Mm-mm.
I was
especially
not-
for the
expecting a
price. It was like
This one- that
maybe
was my
like if
thing.
it was like $40, I probably would have accepted it, but it was like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, I feel it.
We did like the High Rye, the Devil's Tower,
So we didn't try that one.
I haven't tried that one.
and we liked the Foggy Burl, which was the
Didn't
single
I?
malt.
It feels like it's more of a trying to convince her. She's like, I think. I don't know if I did or not.
See, Bentley says it has a lot of apricot forward flavor. Copperworks has, but it's a bourbon, so that makes sense. It like reminds me of that kind of thing. But it so I definitely would probably be wrong if you gave this to me blind. I'd be like, yeah, it's a single malt, and then be like super confident, and you'd be like, no, it's a bourbon.
I would be all in on single malt as well if I was drinking this blind.
But I like it. It tastes. It's very good.
I said the
Michael
Screaming
Bortner
Titan
asks if we tried the Helldiver. I don't.
I
feel
don't
like
think we did try the Helldiver.
I don't think so.
That was hyped up, right? A lot of people like that one.
Helldiver was a big one.
We didn't try it either, though.
Wasn't that in for? Is it still in for like bottle of the year? I feel like people were like talking about that being like bottle of the year. It was so good. And
I mean, that was kind of, I think, their intent with the bottle. It was supposed to be some, like, really special release. I don't remember what the details were with it, but it was, like, extra aged or more finishes.
Got emails
or
saying, sorry, suckers, you didn't win.
Yeah, I didn't win it, so I don't know. I don't remember.
Right. Yeah. They did that with the birthday bourbon too. It was like as soon as those emails went out, it was like all the group chats and everything were blowing up. Like, well, I didn't win it. Nobody won it. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
We enter a lot of those drawings, and we haven't won a single one yet. Someday we will win something.
I mean, we did get a birthday bourbon a few years ago, but it was Total Wine
It
Lottery.
was a total wine lottery.
So we have won lotteries, just not like from a distillery.
Yeah.
So do you guys
And
do a
it's
lot
been
of
a
Total
year
Wine stuff?
since we won Total Wine.
Yeah. So I just filled out our entries for the Pappy and BTAC. We'll find out in March if we won.
I thought I sent to something. I don't remember what it was, though. I can't remember. But it's not
Dog
announced until like
circle.
March or something. I don't know what it is.
So Barrel Dave, see Gunner L's comment about Dragon Milk.
Scrolling up.
Scroll up. Gunner L.
This one? Is that the comment?
High malt pot still bourbon made in Holland, Michigan. So Gunner L, just to keep you updated on your win from last week, I got the samples from Bentley today, and I will get those headed your way on Monday.
Oh, yeah. But now I understand why people have talked about this Dragon's Milk bottle and why we should get it. But it actually surprises me that it's been so hyped up, because people hate on American single malts, and this is what it tastes like. So either they have not drank American single malts and they hate on them, or they're just hyping up stuff because other people hyped it up.
I really feel like American single malts get a bad rap in the bourbon community because you get a malty bourbon and it kind of smells and tastes like Play-Doh. And people associate that awful note with single malt. And an American single malt tastes completely different. You get a lot of like apricot and chocolate. It's just there's so much more complex than like a malty bourbon.
So since you guys like single malts, with us being straight up sips and not straight up bourbon, I feel like we should at some point venture other than bourbons and rye on the channel, which I think we have done a couple times. But overall, what would be like for somebody getting into single malts? What would you say?
Well, for one, I think Troy needs to send you some samples.
Yes.
But I would say probably
Westward.
is one of my favorites, and then which is why we did pick
Copperworks.
with them. Copperworks,
Right.
Westland. These are all Pacific Northwest brands.
Do you like peat or do you not like peat?
Have you
I don't
had
like
peat?
peat. I've had
Okay.
peat and scotches. Not a peat fan.
So we'll send you some non-peated single malts.
Also, Balcones in Texas, amazing for their single malts. I mean, their rye I hate. Their bourbon is hit or miss, but their single malts are great. And then what's the one out east? Old Line.
Old Line out of Maryland,
That one's really good as well.
veteran owned.
Pizza Warlord also said Stranahan's. They're out of Colorado. I feel like those ones all kind of have that same like extreme fruity flavor to them.
Pretty much anything that's not Kentucky Legacy Distiller.
Yeah, we
Right.
haven't found one of those that we love. So I don't know why they aren't doing as well, but Dennis is saying Crown Royal single malt. We have not had that.
A Canadian
But I
single
have
malt,
heard multiple people say that. So I don't know that I've ever seen it or had it.
Barrel
but,
House is saying new riff.
Yeah, we've had
I
that
don't
one
know
as
that
well.
we've
Yeah.
ever had that one either. So
Yeah.
We
I
almost
think
picked it up.
we almost picked it up. We did.
Thanks.
So Gunner L, JD American single malt. So we've got the JD twice barreled single malt finished in Oloroso sherry, which was their LE from a couple years ago. That's really good. But we've also got their travel exclusive or their duty free exclusive, which is the 90 proofer single malt finished in sherry. That's really good as well. Like Laura said, we'll start off by getting some samples to you.
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
you can try some different flavors and see if you like any of them or if you want to explore more in those
And
directions.
you guys can do a live stream and we'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
That would
that'd
be
awesome.
fantastic. That was actually that was like the next thing I was going to ask is like, are we going to get a walkthrough on this? Because like, yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. That would be totally awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, look at that. Pizza Warlord's drinking Blue Peak, so that's Stranahan's
Yep.
right now. So,
Mr. Mom likes the Bullet single malt.
yeah, and Cast 529 does as well. The Bullet one is very interesting to me. I can't decide if I like it or don't like it. It's like such a strange flavor.
I feel like
but-
they were trying to capture bourbon drinkers, though.
I don't know. It's very unique flavored. I don't feel like it tastes like all these other ones that we're talking about, but it doesn't taste. I don't know. It's very different. So again, people either like it or hate it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Cheers, Mary Moreland. And Michael Bortner, yes, we would love a sample of that.
Never.
And Lee, I agree. Bullet single malt's a little overpriced. I would love to see that more in the $30 to $40 range.
I don't even remember what it costs. You buy all the whiskey, I think, nowadays.
I
So I don't have any
I
idea.
know. I buy all the whiskey. Do you hear that?
Right. There you go. There you go.
So I think we're at that
Cheers,
point
Mary.
in the show where we're going to give away a little bit of whiskey.
I think we should.
It's always good. It's the best
Are we
part.
doing free giveaways first? Are
Um,
we doing something? What do you want to do?
Let's just do the Patron one first.
Okay. Well, let me
We'll
get
get
that
that
set
one
up.
out of the way. Or just going to set up the
I gotta get it
Patron
set
one.
up.
We've got some new patrons that you can add to the wheel.
I know.
So while she's setting all that up, we'll entertain everybody. How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic. I hope I'm up for the task.
There you go. So it's not necessarily just peat. So some people don't like peated scotches, but then like Westland, which is out of Seattle, they have some peated stuff that people have liked. There's
Oh.
also this other brand out of it's like on the border of Washington
Yeah.
and Oregon that has peated stuff as
McCarthy's.
well. McCarthy's.
Yeah, so
Very, but
Bryce,
it's more like Scotch.
they
I would
don't
say.
know it yet, but they're going to get some peated stuff.
It's gonna be a big box of different
So
stuff.
I'm down.
Different
It's
things
never
to try.
Yeah.
I tried a Johnny Walker Black Label and was not And Adam from Major Zero told me that I was drinking it wrong. You got to sneak up on it almost, but
Yeah.
it just didn't work for me, man. It was like soaked rubber band, like nasty, smoky. Whew.
Love it, Michael. Yeah, so probably 3-4 years ago now, I came home with the Johnny Walker Advent calendar thing.
Oh, man.
And it had like their whole lineup, like the black, the double black, the red, the green, the blue. I mean, it had all of them, and it was 2 of each, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was 12 days of Johnny Walker or something like that. And Laura and I and my youngest son at the time sat down with him. Laura took a sip of the first one, was like, "Oh, it's peated. I can't taste anything. My tongue is numb," and she checked out.
I tried them all, technically.
Technically,
There was a drop of each that hit my tongue. They all tasted the same, which was like nothing. Because my tongue, for some reason, when I first got into peated whiskeys, it would like make my tongue numb and I couldn't taste anything after I drank it.
if she was to try a Johnny Walker anything today, she'd be like, "This is like a non-peated whiskey."
Yeah, we tried one not that long ago, and I was like, "What? This is peated? I can't even taste it now." So it's like really mildly peated. I don't know if it's like this flavor that you get used to, and it just like suddenly you don't taste it anymore. I don't really understand how it works, but somehow that's what happened. Okay.
So we're gonna share the wheel for the patron giveaway, and then we're gonna talk about the worst shot you've ever had.
Oh,
So start thinking about that one.
Okay, so here's for the patron giveaway, which is for 2 different Bull Run.
Yeah, these are Bull Run single barrels.
Single
They're
barrels.
both cask strength. One is a bourbon, one is a American whiskey,
And it's spinning.
and it's spinning because Laura wastes no time.
Not for this. This is the best part, giving away stuff. We got, Tamara
B.
Congratulations. Now I will save it so it's
And there's
ready.
enough in there you can share with Joe. Set that over here.
Okay, so what are we doing?
So
We're
worst shot you've ever had.
So, I would say I don't do many shots, but I would say that.
I'm sure there's some from like years ago that were probably terrible.
but like shooters that we've had, probably would go with that Jameson orange. Oh my god, that was nasty, dude. It was like an orange Tic Tac. I'm not
No,
kidding.
orange Tic Tacs are good. It was like
It's legit like that. We actually have a bottle of it. We got it.
We got it for like $13.
No, I think it was
Yeah.
10.
It was
We got it for
like,
$10. It was like crazy on sale, and we're like, it's only $10. We might as well pick it up. We did a video with it, and it made a good mixed drink. I don't remember what we mixed it with, but it's like I wouldn't drink it straight, but like for a mixed drink or like some kind of like mixed shot type of thing, which is why we got it.
Right.
It was pretty good, but it's very strong artificial orange flavor, like very much orange.
yeah.
It was like I tried
Gunnar
it.
says a cement mixer. Have you had a cement mixer?
No, somebody mentioned that though in our last.
I've never had.
So they don't taste bad, but it curdles, so it's chunky.
Yeah, what was it? Remember someone brought that up.
It sounds like an Irish car bomb.
Same idea, because it's got the Baileys in it that if it mixes with the other alcohol, it turns.
See, I like Irish car bombs though, so I can't. That's like one of the only shots that I've ever done, and I liked it. It was actually really good. So
We need to try this one because we said.
I think most people actually like Goldschlager, don't they? Is it cinnamon? Cinnamon
Goldschlager's
flavored?
not bad. Cinnamon flavored, gold flakes in it. Yeah, very syrupy, sticky almost.
Cement mixer has a great mouthfeel. Jaeger is the worst. Yeah, I struggle with Jaeger. It's a hard one. Worst shot. Anything that someone tells you to float 151.
Yeah. So did you guys watch Matt last night on Whiskey Wisdom?
That was at his
Oh, it was back. Never mind. It was backstage.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So we were talking about the Dead Nazi, which is the Rumpelminz and Jägermeister. And someone, I think West Virginia bourbon guy, told him to try Rumpelminz with a floater of 151 on it. And he did more than a floater, and he got trashed.
Yeah, it was like instantly he was like slurring after that. I think he put a little too much 151 in it.
Nice.
Gunnar says the tapeworm, is it just the name of that is nasty.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I think we need to play this.
Yeah.
We got a video of a nasty
We're gonna
shot.
share a clip of what I can only imagine being the world's worst shot. And Laura tried this shot last night, by the way.
Well, almost. We had one ingredient missing, so here it is.
The Wiener Circle. Here we go. Prescott Van Meyer III here with another episode of Hit Me With Your Worst Shot. I'm here at Nickel City in Austin, Texas with my good friend Palmer. Palmer, what are you going to make for me today?
It's the Wiener Circle.
A Wiener Circle. All right, let's see it.
Starting off with some Campari. And then Malort, of course.
Yeah, that's a little unsurprising, I'll tell you.
Some pickle juice. And then, lastly, celery bitters. And it wouldn't be a Wiener Circle without a wiener. Here we go. Gotta drink it through the wiener.
Oh, okay. Here we go. The Wiener Circle.
That's like the worst way to drink a shot.
That's heinous, my friend. Oh! It's salty and vinegary, so it feels like I just licked something kind of sweaty. Oh!
Cheers, dude.
Thank you very much, Palmer.
Okay, I think that's the end of that. So we did not have the hot dog to throw in the shot last night when I tried it. But
Thank God.
I did make the shot without the hot dog, and it was not amazing. But I could imagine worse. I think just a shot of Malort would be worse than that shot, because somehow the pickle juice really mellowed the Malort out.
God.
Did it taste
But
like you licked something sweaty?
No, I didn't have the salty part. I only had the vinegar part from the pickle juice. I didn't have the salt from the hot dog. So, I missed.
It was making me hurt watching it. I was like, oh, God. Like every ingredient is
Yes, it was not a fantastic shot, but I could imagine worse.
Would have been worse if they'd have topped the dog with whipped cream.
Did you guys make a short of that? You guys did, right? It's like you had to. Like it's part of that on there. Oh, no.
The worst shot. I love it. WURST.
Yes.
You can drink it through a bratwurst.
Oh, maybe since we're going to Germany in 2 years, I've been like researching what in different cities, what is popular food and that kind of stuff. And in Munich, popular breakfast is this white sausage. It's and I could imagine that would go great in this shot.
I mean,
this like white sausage.
like Dave said, they could rename that shot the Sweaty Balls.
Exactly. I have no YouTube appropriate comments on that. There we go. Schnitzel, let's go. I could go for some schnitzel right now for sure.
Europe has
What's that?
All right, so we just poured
I
some
like drink
Copperworks.
it. I need another sip. I
Oh,
already
you
You gave me a sip of it.
shot that?
Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Oh. I minimized everything. I thought I closed it. I was a little worried there.
Laura just kicked us off of our own stream.
Whew.
So we're
Made me a
drinking
little
some
nervous there.
Copperworks. This is cask 48-2 from C.A. Scotty.
So, I don't think most people know what Copperworks is. It's a single malt distillery in Seattle, Washington, so it's not like this huge brand.
That's
But their
fantastic.
stuff is like crazy fruity.
I get some bong water on that, though.
Yeah, they do also have this kind of like funk to them as well, because they come from a brewery background, so they're really focused on their beer wash part of the distillery.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest was craft brewing mecca for a while. And a lot of those craft brewers have turned into distillers now.
But I like it.
And, you know, Kentucky distillers say 80% of the flavor comes from the barrel, so they don't focus a whole lot on the beer. And
Pacific Northwest
Northwest
focuses on that
hyper
part.
focuses on the beer.
And it seems like it brings out a lot of flavor, at least in single malts. We don't have like amazing bourbons here. I mean, we do have
Woodinville's
pretty good, but I still don't put them at the same level as like
Bull
Kentucky.
Run sources their bourbon, but their American whiskeys are fantastic.
But single malts, they've got it down here.
Yeah, single malts, they're legit here.
Let's do another giveaway.
Shall we do another giveaway?
Free giveaways.
All right, we're going to do a free giveaway, guys.
No,
Hashtag sus. You've got till Laura gets that up on the screen and she's going to spin it.
Well, here
You know-
it is.
it's not fair what you did here. What with this?
Wait, there's some controversy. What's going on? What's not fair?
So she
Solo.
so what she did here was we had 3 samples and she didn't like one of them. So what happened is that because she didn't like it, it ended up in my glass. I said I was
That's how it
okay
works.
with it. Right. So I'm like sitting here like nursing this thing, like just like powering through this one. It's okay. It's got a lot of bacon spice in it. It's pretty bacon spice.
What's the pour and who sent it to you?
Oh, the Ben Holiday pig.
Okay.
I love Ben Holiday.
I had to be.
I think it's the spices.
It literally smells like mint too.
Does it? I don't get mint on it, but
smells like
for
rice.
whatever reason, there's a funk.
That's another one of those that I feel we were opposite of the crowd. Like everybody loved Ben Holiday. And I was like, it's $60 for a bottled in bond.
I'm
Yeah.
not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
it's
Ben Holiday.
good, but early times is $25 for a liter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can I click it now?
She's like, her trigger finger's itchy. She's quivering there on the. It's
Oh,
going.
Sorry, it's going. I can't handle it. It's my favorite part of the stream is clicking the button. Pizza Warlord, are you still here?
Please be here.
I love this. Be glad it wasn't French fries.
Yeah.
Or he'd get none. Oh, I clicked it off. That's
He
how
takes
relationships work.
fries,
Yes.
actually. So.
Oh, he takes your fries?
Yeah, he does.
That's right. That's right. It depends.
Oh, look.
There he is.
And
All right.
I love it. He says rigged. Am I drawing again, or am I doing another hashtag?
Let me get rid of this one for a second.
What are we doing?
So it's 8:04. Yeah, let's give away another freebie.
Okay. Trying.
Oh my lord, she's already spinning.
You said to give another one away.
I was wanting like people to have a chance to enter.
They had like 2 hours to
All right,
enter.
Nick Altman, are you still here?
I feel like I've seen his name like pretty much throughout the stream.
And JD, I'm pretty sure I've got your new address, so just shoot me a message anyways.
Look at that. He's here.
All right. And Nick, I don't know if I've got your address, so email us.
And if you don't have our email, it's on the screen, but if you need to find it, it's also in the description of every video, plus the description on our channel. So there it is, this.baker.drinks at Gmail, because apparently there was already a Baker Drinks and there was already a baker.drinks. So I had to add this in front of it on Gmail. I don't know why there's so many Baker Drinks Gmail accounts.
Because Chat GPT told other people Baker Drinks was good as well.
Right. That's what we
You
got
see
to
how
do.
I brought that full circle?
It's the
Luckily,
weed.
our email is available.
The weave.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to do the super chat giveaway soon, guys.
I gotta create
Laura's
it,
got to
so.
create the wheel. This is 15-year bourbons. There is a Calumet 15. There's a Sam Houston 15. There's a Gatsby 15. And there's a High and Wicked 15-year finished in Madeira.
All fantastic.
Yeah. If you've super chatted us tonight, you're going to be entered into this. She's creating the wheel as we speak.
Yeah,
And if
you might as
anybody
well come
wants,
up with another
if anybody else
topic.
wants to be in on this, super chats, $5 super chats gets you in. And if I've not sent you anything in the past, shoot us an email because I want to get you the sticker as well, the Trash Palette Army sticker, which is in limited supply, by the way.
Yeah. Pretty soon we're probably switching to we've got Thanksgiving coming up, and I think we have
We've got a blend vent sticker.
a blend vent sticker and a Thanksgiving sticker and a Christmas sticker. We got lots of different stickers
She's
coming.
letting the cat out of the bag, but
Hey,
it's fine.
people got to know that there's new stickers coming all the time because Troy spends a lot of time creating these stickers. Yeah, I have to give Troy all the credit because he basically does all the work for the channel, and I just show up and I film.
She's the
And-
talent.
Yeah.
It used to be all me. Like I used to
For like
6 months.
6 months.
6 months, it was all me. I filmed, I edited, I posted, I created everything. And then he joined, and then very quickly he took over every part of it. He does the...
Not by choice.
He does... I show up for the filming, and then he edits it, and
She don't even watch our videos.
he
She
packages...
has no idea what I post.
He packages everything, and he does all the sending it out, and he does all the planning and booking things.
I
and
could cut her
I just show up.
100% out of every video, and she would never know.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, right?
I would know with the shorts because I do post the shorts, but you edit the shorts before that. So, but I would know because I at least post them. So,
Yeah.
So what's coming up next for your guys' channel? Any collaborations or projects you're working on?
Well, I mean, I know that we do have in the works to at some point do another. It'll be a this or that with Whiskey Wisdom. That'll be on Patreon. I know that we have another blind that I want to do, and it's a blind that I've already done. So I'll kind of like be sitting on the sidelines. It's mainly for her. But I really want to start getting into more, as it's like allocation season, trying to do some more bourbon hunts. We've only got one that we've posted, but I want to try it out. I want to see how it does. Other than that, I mean, I feel like we kind of hit these past few months. We've kind of been like off and on, kind of
Yeah, a
starting
little
up and having to stop for a little bit because
We've been so busy, yeah.
we've been busy. We had the hurricane that knocked us out for like over a
Oh my
week.
gosh, yeah.
We had the trip that we were already gone for a week, and it feels like we come back and then we'll make a few videos, then something happens and we're out for another week. But it's looking good right now. So I feel like the main goal coming up is just to start getting back into to consistency. That's really where we're trying to take it.
Nice. So 2025, we're going to start a new thing with our Saturday night live streams where we're going to do trash pallet challenges, but it's not going to be. We're going to put the samples out there, and we're going to put one channel against another,
Oh,
and we're going to be like the host.
yeah.
Would straight up Sips be interested in joining in on something like that?
Absolutely. This trash palette is totally down for that. Totally.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Are you guys gonna wear your referee outfits again?
I think we are. Yeah.
I do have they. I can see them from here. They're still sitting over there. Our hats and our
awesome.
whistles and our yellow flags to
I got a
throw.
yellow flag right here.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. That was awesome.
And a whistle.
Oh, yeah. There it is. I don't know.
Perfect. It was awesome. When you guys were in full uniforms.
That sounds like fun, though.
No, that'll be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
ton of fun.
So
Yeah, we'll have to book you for that because that's like our big plan for 2025 is that like 2024 we just kind of had a lot of channels on and we interviewed them, and then 2025 we want to just kind of have a bunch of people on for games type of thing.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
The
The games are fun.
The
I like
games
that.
are fun. We like to have some kind of competition. We compete against each other. Like we'll just pour each other a sample and be like,
I feel like we're both
Yeah.
pretty competitive
super
people.
competitive. So that'd be fun. That would be really fun.
So Gandhi, there will be a tater sticker for your infinity bottle for all entries into Blend Vent.
There you go.
Did I put it in the live folder?
Let me see. Maybe
We might be able to share it with you if I put it in there.
this.
Nope, I didn't put it in there.
Okay.
You'll see next week.
Next week you'll find out what you're getting. Whidbey Island Distillery. I didn't know Whidbey Island had a distillery. I'm assuming that's Washington because there's a Whidbey Island in Washington. But I didn't know there was a distillery there. So sounds interesting. I guess I'll have to look it up.
So you know who would know about that? Mark from Northwest Bourbon. And by the way, guys, we are going to end this in about 30 minutes. After we spin this wheel, we're going to open it up for a quick hangout, but we're going to end in 30 minutes. And then at 9 p.m. Pacific time, 10, 11, midnight Eastern,
Do the math.
Mark from Northwest Bourbon is going live with his monthly veteran live stream. Marshall, being a veteran, you should join us. I encourage
Absolutely.
everybody to go over there. The veteran whiskey of the month is something cool we look forward to. His veteran stories. We do push-ups. It's a whole thing. We love it.
It's awesome.
The first Saturday of every month, Mark has a live stream dedicated to veterans, veteran-owned whiskey, war stories. It's a good time, and we always end early and send everybody to him, and tonight's no exception. So we're going to spin this wheel as soon as Laura gets it all loaded up. We're going to open it
it's
up
up.
for a quick live, and then we're going to send everybody over to Mark's. So shall we share this?
I think so. Let's get that on the screen.
We're giving away whiskey, y'all.
Okay, so thank you everyone for the super chats tonight. Of course, we appreciate it. I got everyone on the list here. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times because that's what I always do. And
it's spinning.
spinning.
She don't mess around.
And I do a quick spin. I
And
don't
it's
this like
not
2
like that
minute
2 minute
spin
long
that people
spin.
do. Just like, oh my gosh, Dave Bobosag wins 2 weeks in a row. Look at that.
I'm starting to think this is rigged.
Yeah.
It's rigged.
Yep.
It's totally
It's
rigged.
rigged.
Congratulations, Dave.
Congrats, buddy.
Kim says, decisive woman. There you go. See, I don't need to wait
You have
around.
no
We're not going to
idea.
play that game.
Right, Brian.
right. Yeah, literally. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to put the link in the chat. Listen, Marshall, you guys are welcome to hang out with us. If you need to get on with your night, we understand. But we're going to hang out with some people that have been watching for, like I said, about a half hour, and then we're going to join Mark on his stream.
Awesome.
So I'll go ahead and say for probably the last pour of the night, because I might make this a little bit after your pour. It is a controversial pour for you guys, actually,
Oh,
because you guys didn't like this one, but I love it.
Okay.
I didn't like it at first, really.
Oh, look
Heart
at that.
release.
The heart release.
yeah.
Laura liked it more than I did.
So I liked it at first more than I liked it the second time, and then
That was awesome.
Troy poured it for me the second time, and I was like, I don't know that this is for me. And then he told me what it was, because he gave it to me blind, and I was like, oh dang it! I thought it was just him saying that it was bad.
Now,
I don't know.
I don't think it's bad. I just feel like the Maker's
Right.
46 cask strength is a better value.
Exactly, and I remember you saying that. I have not tried the 46 caster. I know we've kind of gone through this one. It's just one of those pours I keep finding myself coming back to. I really liked it.
I didn't like it at first, really.
What's
But
going
not.
on?
Rick, Dave, Mark, how y'all doing?
Great.
Good. I can't believe I won.
Dave, I'm winning again. Nice
You
job.
won again, Dave. You never win anything. 2 weeks in a row.
I won a bottle
Yeah,
of
Mark's got to
Stag
be due
18.
because he hasn't won in a while.
You won a bottle of
That's
Stag
okay.
18.
I don't care. So I want to talk to Straight Up Sips. So you guys are real bourbon drinkers, is that right? And you're really not Scotch people.
Mostly bourbon,
I've
yeah.
never had scotch.
And see,
Yeah.
see, my thing is, I've been a Scotch drinker my whole life, and only because of my roommate, I became a bourbon drinker.
Mm-hmm.
So American single malts, you're gonna find are like a switch between the two, and thank God, Troy. Thank you for finally getting that thing shipped. I missed Glenvent. I missed Glenvent because my plan was to put your Westward with one of my either my Glenlivet 12 illicit still or my Kilcoman that Major Zero turned me on to, with a Mellick and a bourbon, and see what it came out like. But unfortunately, the Westward didn't make it. But I think it's going to be a fun event. I'm looking forward to that. And
Dave's getting a text.
and I think Dave, I think Dave and Rusty are going to be the guys, and Rick. Rick scared me off. Rick said
Mine got lost in Portland.
that 140.
He had to make it a second time because it got lost. Someone stole it in Portland.
What's up, Beach Sand Bourbon? What's up, William Hall?
Rick sent me that 140 proof Blendy did, and that's still. I'm still wishing that he could have entered that again because that was awesome and it didn't taste 140 proof.
Do I hear some
I
Oktoberfest music?
feel like I'm at Oktoberfest.
I turned it down. Sorry.
And we got a little polka. I'm in the wrong outfit here. I don't know what's going
My
on.
wife's watching a
Trashtoberfest
Hallmark
was a
movie.
couple weeks ago.
Oh, it's a Hallmark movie.
It's a Hallmark movie. Sorry.
It won't be
Well,
long.
Dave says since those Samuels didn't make it yesterday, to me, just send those to me and I'll make up for them. Right, Dave?
Yeah, I know it. I can't believe it hasn't shipped out or they haven't delivered to you yet.
Well, they're in Tupelo. They'll be here Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I got lucky. I won Baker's last week, and
What's up, Santa?
and then I won a
What's
bottle
going on,
of,
guys?
of Stag 18 from Bourbon Hall on Sunday,
Wow.
and then just won again tonight. Better go buy a lotto ticket.
Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. It seems like people win in batches on like several different channels, and then they don't win anything for a while, and then they win a whole bunch at one time. I don't know why it works that way, but for some reason it does.
Hey, Dave, have you tried that wine I sent you yet or not yet?
Not yet, Mark.
Okay, I'm just curious.
We're going to save
Hey,
one
so-
of them for Thanksgiving.
There,
Did I-
there you go.
Did I understand correctly that I won that high? I was the highest bidder on that picture behind Sippy Cup there.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
We'll send it out.
You were. It's.
I mean, you were the only bidder, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I sure.
God.
Hey,
There's
Roger.
something about there's something about that picture I really connect with. I don't know what it is, but there's something about it I really like.
Picture right now with the flower light.
Roger, you're not the only one. I think it's awesome, and the late wife and I had a lot of pictures like that with flowers and trees and stuff. So I can see how it's pretty awesome.
I think
All right.
it is.
All right, Santa, be good.
I'm being as
Behave.
good as I can be right now.
So are we going to bid on the ficus too?
I don't even know what kind of plant this is.
Fake.
It's fake.
From close.
It's a fake ficus?
It's fake whatever you
It's
want
a
it to be.
ficus.
Yeah, it's a ficus. It's whatever you want it to be.
Those are the best kind.
I think we need some fake plants in the house.
I'd love to have
Good
the
way to
fake
go.
plants out in the garden and then just buy produce every week.
Yeah.
There's no fun.
I'm
It's a
saying
lot
get
less
rid of
work
the
for
frame.
me.
There's no fun
Straight
in
up,
that,
I'm saying
Troy.
get rid of the frame on the picture. That'll make it look like from this angle that it's actually painted on the wall.
Yeah. I didn't think about
Oh
that.
yeah,
Maybe anything else right now.
it'd blend right on in. Yeah.
So I know
I
this is
know.
a bourbon thing, but tonight is I had vino, so I figured I'd go with a little amaretto to follow that up.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go. A little
That's not bad.
sweet flavor. I
Yep.
enjoy the flavor of amaretto. Before I got into whiskey, I think I drink that probably more than anything else.
Well, I tell you what, Lazzaroni makes the best amaretto there is. Straight out of Italy, it is the best. If you
So
can
a
find
little-
it.
Hey, Roger.
a shot of amaretto with a floater of 151 on top.
Oh,
Light it on fire, drop it in a beer, chug it. Flaming Dr. Pepper.
Flaming Dr. Pepper, there you go.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
There's Rick.
Except apparently 151 doesn't exist anymore. I found that out
It's
last
not,
night.
It's not Bacardi.
And
It's
it hasn't-
Don Q 151.
But it hasn't been
Don
around
Q,
for like
yeah.
10 years and I didn't even know that.
Hey,
Obviously,
when
I have
was-
not been shopping
when I
for
was in
it.
my 20s, we used to drink a lot of 151 rum Bacardi. That was our thing.
Yeah, don't
I did
don't
a lot
exist
in my
anymore.
20s as well. It was,
Yeah, they stopped
it
making
was cheap and it had a lot of alcohol in it, so you
Right,
didn't
it
have to
was-
drink
it was
very much.
cheap, and you could throw it in a Coke and you were hammered.
Exactly. One drink. That's all you needed.
Hey, Roger, was that amaretto?
Yeah.
I got a suggestion for you. My rabbi used to take amaretto with a coffee liqueur and forgot what else. Oh, a coffee liqueur and some chocolate liqueur and mix them together over the rock. So try that with a
Oh,
little
that
bit
sounds
of
really good.
and he
I've had
did
it.
with a little bit of like coconut or almond milk.
Yeah.
And now I've altered mine to where I do a bourbon cream, the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream on a rock with the coffee and chocolate liqueurs.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Just play with it. And have
Troy, do
some
we
fun.
still have that
It's
stuff or we gotta go
smooth as
shopping?
that.
We probably need to do a little shopping.
Oh, gosh.
You can buy.
Did y'all just
That
see what
sounds so
Bourbon
good.
Hauler Lee had put on there on the screen, the chat?
Shot
That's
of
worse than
Everclear
that
with
last
lime juice. That sounds like a lot.
You gotta have hair on your chest for that.
See,
I don't think I could handle a shot of Everclear with anything.
No.
Now, when I was going to UNLV back in the early 70s, probably before Laura was even born,
Yep.
we used to make
I
this
mean,
punch.
mid 80s, she wasn't born.
This guy from Oregon, he came up with this concoction. It was Everclear, black velvet, pink lemonade, and that grenadine, that cherry grenadine stuff over the rocks, and with some water. And you'd have one of those, you'd be bouncing off the wall, but you wouldn't taste it because it was so blended with the pink lemonade.
Oh, that
Yeah,
probably
there
brought it
was
down to around
there was a
120 or
drink that when I was in college, I think they called it like hop, skip, and go naked, and it was like Everclear and pink lemonade, and I don't remember what else, but it was like the pink lemonade overpowered everything, so you didn't realize how strong of a drink it was, which is probably why it was hop, skip, and go naked, because you're like one drink and you're I don't know.
I'm gone. I'm out. Yeah, several
And
states
go
have dropped
puke.
it down. You can't get to 190. You can only get 151.
Hey, Barrel House, how you doing tonight?
How's it going?
Good.
It's going good.
How
So
are you guys
how'd
doing?
y'all like Marshall and Alyssa tonight? This was a lot of fun,
Oh,
right?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
joined their Patreon tonight.
Hopefully you guys got the Baker bump.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get done, I'm going to subscribe to him. So,
Awesome.
There we
you know
go.
what I'd like to say, though, Troy, I really
Sure, I am
appreciate you
subscribed.
bringing these people on because you've added about 10 more people for me to subscribe to, like Dave. I don't know.
Awesome.
You're gonna have a competition to see how many channels we subscribe to.
I mean, Dave's probably in the hundreds.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I see you sneaking this heart release over here. And I'm over here.
Is she not digging it? She's passing it on to you?
No. I poured it for myself, and she's been sneaking it. She liked it. She
Oh,
didn't like it
okay.
at first.
Well, I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Right.
But it's
Have-
so good.
In all due respect, we compared it to the cellar aged because I had never tried either of them. So I was like, oh, like these are like two like releases, like special releases that they came out with. I'll try these two. Cellar age blew that thing
That was
out of the water.
Yes, it
But
does.
Yeah.
but the heart release, I thought
I would have rather had a cellar aged. Obviously.
You
Well,
guys,
yeah. I mean, it's understandable.
I'd rather have 10.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Now,
I got a
now
question on
have
the-
you guys
on
had the
the
lost
cookie jar?
recipe?
Have you guys tried the lost recipe against the
There you
heart
go.
release?
I
We
love,
we love the lost recipe.
Yeah.
I think I like it more than the heart release by far.
Wow.
But
Not heard of that.
But you know, other people feel differently about it. I just like the flavor a lot more in it. I can't believe Lee was a bartender. I didn't know that. He's been working in that whiskey world or alcohol world for a long time.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Lee knows his way around the spirits.
Wine,
So the-
whiskey, cognac, all of it. Yeah.
The lost recipe up in St. Louis, for whatever reason, I noticed it on one of the trader pages, was selling for like $200.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh.
No,
There's no way it's worth all that.
No.
Well, he's still.
But
he's
in
still
certain
bartends.
areas you can't find it, so everybody wants it, of course. and
True.
it becomes-
Roger, you can't find it in Arkansas, can you? I've not
No,
seen it.
no.
now
I
somebody
haven't seen
told
it
me
in
recently
Illinois.
it's a Costco exclusive.
Yeah, it's Costco.
Oh,
It's a
that's why we were
Costco.
able to find it. We
What the
found it at
problem is,
Costco.
it's Costco's house recipe that Maker's Mark made up for them. It's just like anything else. Costco will buy everything from it, and that's what they do. So it's a
Yeah.
Costco release only.
Yep. It hasn't hit in
Okay,
my-
That makes sense.
My Costco, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, some
I
people
got a
are trying to
sample
find
of
it at other stores, and like I'm pretty sure it's only Costco.
Yep. I won it in the Baker's last week that I won, and I tried it last night. It's very good.
Oh, Costco.
I was gonna say, did you like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is that?
Yeah, that one. I don't know why they got rid of the mocha stave for their picks and stuff, because it seems like everyone likes that one a lot, and why
Well,
would
that's
they get
why.
rid of it?
That's
Why
why.
would they get rid of it if everyone likes it? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they got rid of their master distiller, so maybe that was part of it.
Oh,
What are you
okay.
eating, Mark?
Pizza.
No.
Oh, just finished one.
Pizza.
We almost
Hey, I gotta have some pizza. You know, you guys. You know, I started drinking at 1:30 today. We started with the
Pizza
black
and Manischewitz.
No,
Yeah,
we
Mark-
started with the crappy Jewish wine, and then we went to the to the Black Label and the what was it? The Glen Lovett? No, the Balvenie 12 Doublewood.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Mark starts drinking pretty early on Saturdays every week. He's got his like little Jewish they eat and drink and have a good time.
Yeah,
then we've got our live stream. Yeah.
We pray from 10 to like 10 to 1. Put our stuff in, we do our Jewish thing, and then we have what we call finish. And basically, I got these two old guys who sit at the end of the table, and they start drinking, and you got no choice.
I start praying after the live stream ends, and I'm praying that the purple tree is going to work.
So,
Who's texting you, Dave?
Tell you what I'm drinking tonight, though. Sean
Adam
sent
up
me
to?
a blind a year ago, and like Sean, he loses
Adam's
all the results of his blinds.
Oh, we've had some Sean blinds with no key.
Right, exactly.
There's like 12 bottles, no key to them.
Right.
Mystery flight.
We're like, I really like this one, but I don't know what it is.
Wish I knew what it was, because I'd like to have a bottle.
He sent me 8 samples. The only one thing I know is that one of them was a Georgia Heartwood, but the rest of
That's a
them,
good one.
no clue. And the two I'm drinking tonight taste like American single malts because they don't taste like a bourbon and they don't have that minty rye stuff. So I paired it with my Glen Lovett 12, the listen still. And I'm telling you that, the American single malts, well, I bought your bottle because of you. You tortured me that night when Dave and I were like shocked.
You're going to love it,
we
Mark.
didn't know what they were, and we get this Westward stuff, and it's like, what is this stuff?
Yep.
I really hope you enjoy your bottles.
Yeah, we will. But the
Hey,
thing-
Mark,
pretty proud of
I
him.
have to ask a question. Are you holding an 8-ball or a cannonball? I can't tell in this video.
I thought it was a Mickey Mouse microphone.
That microphone is unique. Yes.
That is actually, it's funny. It's a
thought it was an
Yeti,
8-ball
it's a Yeti Snowball is what it's called. It's the actual type of microphone. I think it's muted though, Mark.
I thought he was going to be
Yeah,
like, am
I
I
don't
going
know.
to be
Somehow Mark
hungover in the
muted.
morning? Perhaps.
So it is something ball. It's not an 8-ball.
No, it's called a blue snowball. And,
Blue Snowball.
the reason I had to get it was when I was doing some Zoom stuff during COVID with my friends, my speaker on my laptop wasn't loud enough for them. So they made me get this thing.
All these people liking the Maker's Mark heart release so much makes me wonder if there's like different batches of the heart release, and like we got like
Wait,
the bad
there
one.
is.
Are you in
Or do we need to check the
Are you in denial
serial
that you're a trash
code?
pallet?
Do we need to check the laser code on it?
It's right here.
And
There's
and
two.
maybe we got the bad one, just like we got the bad E
what's your laser
ECBPC 923 or whatever. Like I don't know.
What's your code? And we can decide this right now.
All right,
There's two
I'll
of
go
them.
grab it and I'll let you know. I'll be right back.
Man, I thought it was
I
like
guarantee-
laser code coming up.
See, there we go. There are 2 batches, April and a June batch. I guarantee we got the one that people don't like, and that's just how it works. We get the one no one likes, and then somehow there's like this amazing batch that we didn't get.
Hey, Laura, have you guys gotten the new Larceny T924 yet or no?
We have not bought the C924 Larceny yet. I'm sure it's great. Larceny has been killing it lately with their batches, but we have not bought that one yet.
No, I just
I
wanted
love
to
A124.
I haven't even seen it here in LA yet.
I got it a couple weeks ago.
I don't know that we've seen it. It's probably around here. We just haven't really looked for it yet. Whiskey Corner's here. Cheers, Carlos.
Oh, what's up, Carlos?
Carlos.
Hey, Troy, there's I think it's a 111.7 proof and 112 proof on the heart release.
All right, how do we tell what it is? Is it a
So
laser code?
our-
thing?
our
it's
heart-
proof.
We have
Code in the bottom
111.7 proof.
Yeah, there's
April
112
2024.
proof too.
So we got the earlier version
We got
of
the
it.
April batch.
I don't know
That's
if
what I have.
that's the good batch or the bad batch, but that's the one we have.
Wait, so what's the code on it?
No, it's a proof.
It's April
it's the proof?
2024, and it's 111.4 proof.
10 virgin
Or
toasted French oak
111.7
staves.
proof.
That's what our proof is.
BR22A.
There's
Yeah,
also
that's
a
what I-
112 proof
You're
one.
22A.
Which is the
Someone-
next month.
Yeah,
Same one.
BR22A,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and 111.7. So we have the same one.
They had 2 batches. Maker's Mark had 2 batches.
Laura was afraid to
Dave,
find
you
out
have
if she was
both
a
of
trash
them.
pallet or not. I think it was just confirmed.
Well, I mean,
Nah.
we are the trash pellets.
We
We do not deny that.
we are the leaders of the trash pallet army.
BR22A 11.
Hey guys, I hate to be the
Yeah.
Debbie Downer man, but my phone's about to die. Good show
Thanks
tonight,
for joining.
Sippy. Thank you. You got my address. If you want to
Yeah, I'll
send that
send it.
over,
I'll send
I'll pay
it.
$14.90. I'll up my bid to $16.72.
What
for
if we
that.
sign it?
If you sign it, I'll pay $20 bill right now.
There you go. I love it.
I gotta cut out, guys. See y'all later.
Good night.
All
Thanks
right.
for joining.
Thanks for
Anna.
joining.
$20. You better sign that.
He's back.
Uh-oh.
Whole thing.
Santa's having a hard time
Uh-oh.
cutting out.
Yeah, he never knows how to press the end button.
You know, he doesn't. He can't go away.
You know, he can hang out a second longer. I don't know. I'll put him in the background at least there.
It's Santa season, so you know he's been a little busy today.
It is getting there to the Santa season. I mean,
Oh,
we're
he-
in November. That's basically Santa.
I didn't want to
Dave-
ruin it for all
Dave,
the
what'd
young
you buy
kids
today?
out here, but
Right.
he was all dressed up in all his regalia this morning at 8:30
Wait.
in the morning. So
He's not real.
Oh wow!
he,
Wait,
next 2
wait, what?
months, the next 2 months, he is on the trail in his
Oh, yeah.
in the sleigh, going around visiting people
Oh, yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
I am pretty excited about my Disneyland trip next week. It's gonna be all.
I'm pretty excited about it too.
Yeah, you enjoy having the house to yourself. It's gonna be all Christmas decorations and everything, and I'm gonna pretend like it's Christmas time at the beginning of November.
Laura, where are you staying in Anaheim?
We are staying at the Pixar Place Hotel, so one of the
Wow.
Disneyland hotels.
Right. And the other thing is, have you got a hold of Whiskey Bank? Because he's in Orange County.
Who is that? Say it again. It kind of cut out when you said their name.
I said, have you got a hold of Whiskey Bank? I know you've had him on. He's going to
Oh.
be in Orange County.
No, he's in Louisville this week.
He's in Louisville this week.
You're kidding me.
No,
He
he's
just sent
going
me
to do a
picture.
pick.
Yeah. He sent me a picture of the samples I sent him that he took to Louisville to hold him over, he said.
No, really? That's too bad. The problem with me is Laura's like an hour, because of traffic. I'm up here in Santa Monica, and I'm like an hour and a half from Anaheim.
Well, Laura's flying into Southern California on Election Day.
So hopefully
man.
there's
So-
no craziness
so
on election day.
If there's any shenanigans, Mark, you're going to have to come take care of her because I'm not going to be there.
Are you flying into Wayne or into LAX?
Wayne.
Okay, yeah, well, that's close to Disneyland. That would make sense.
Yep.
So hey,
John Wayne's
Barrelhouse,
pretty quiet.
What 13 college did you pour up?
What's that, Rick?
He's talking Barrel
13.
House, 13 Colony.
Oh, that's the cast strings.
The double
I
O?
wanted to ask anybody.
That's a
if
good one.
Anybody? Dave will probably already have it, but the double barrel is supposed to come next week in Colorado.
I've never seen.
Next
I've got
week.
samples from people.
I
Yeah,
never
Dave don't like those bottles that take up too much shelf space. He's got to have room for taters.
That's a tater one.
Yeah,
It is a
really
wide
tiered,
bottle. I
but it's
understand.
immediately going into.
I
there's
want
only-
a
there's
sample,
only
but
a
I
little bit.
haven't seen it.
But the cast strength is delicious if anybody can get
It
hold of
is. It's very good. Yeah.
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 Well, everything from 13th Colony, you know, that was the nice thing about hooking up with Sean, is that I was able to get 13th Colony because we'll never see it here in LA.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
I
they
thought.
just don't send it out here.
I'm drinking a rare breed, which I absolutely love, so I was kind of curious. Grab this one.
Yeah, rare breed's great.
I had this
Yeah,
on.
you can't go wrong with rare breed.
Yeah,
So
I was
thought I'd try 'em
questioning
against
if
each
I
other.
was going to buy rare breed, and I sent Sean that Smoke Eye. I sent him 2 bottles of that Smoke Eye Hill cast strength, which we can't get anymore either.
I don't
And,
think anybody's going to get it anymore, Mark.
I
I,
know.
No,
I,
it's
can get it. I live in Colorado. I can get it whenever I want. You let
It's
guys-
coming back out
thought they
mid-November.
Oh, I thought they stopped
Okay.
making it.
No,
Yeah, when
it's
we had
Mid-November,
when
I've
we
got
had
one on order.
at my
yeah
liquor store down
when
the
we
street.
had Todd from 21090 on with us, he said when they toured Ross and Squibb, Ian Sturzman told them that the blue corn stained everything purple, and they didn't
Right.
know that they were going to do another batch of it for Smoke Eye.
Hey, y'all know
So did
Yeah,
they
but
find
this-
someone else to distill it for them?
Yeah, somebody else must be, because I've got one on order that says coming mid-November.
Yeah, and they just delivered into Colorado. I just was in the liquor store Thursday, and they just got both.
Yeah,
cold.
because, I can get the regular one because all my Total Wines here in LA carry it. And
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
realize it was outside of Colorado that they're distributing it.
oh yeah, like I said, Sean couldn't get it, but I got him 2 bottles. My mistake was I didn't buy one for myself. I sent him
Exactly.
2.
Yeah.
You sent him 2 and you didn't keep one for yourself?
Oh, I screwed up. Okay?
Is that
Mark.
Is that the cast strength or the 93 proof?
Oh, it was the cast strength. The 93 proof sits on the shelves here in LA like it. You know, you can go in there and buy it any day. I got 5
think it's-
liquor stores here. I
I
got
think it's good.
now
I
and
like it.
3 Total Wines that have it on the shelf.
Yeah. Boulder Spirit's got a cast strength that I think is just as good as Smoke Eye and the Rebecca Creek.
Yeah, you said that in the chat. I'm gonna try to get a hold of a Boulder Spirit.
Yep.
So, Mike Brock, did you win the lottery? You're picking up a 13th Colony Double Oak on 12.5 from the distillery.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he won the lottery.
He won
Wow,
it.
congrats,
Yeah.
buddy.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
So
These guys
A
all
liquor-
3
a
years.
liquor
Of it,
store-
all 3 years of it.
I'm sorry, my fingers don't work. Cheers, Big Vic.
a liquor store near me got 2 bottles of it, and they're putting it in a raffle for a
Raffle.
Thanksgiving raffle. And
That's awesome.
so if you
Yep.
buy this,
Congrats, Mike.
If you guys ever tried, I've never had this. I tried it. Sextro Rye.
Wait, what did you call that?
What?
I'm gonna solo you so I can see the bottle. Nope, never seen
Never
that
heard of
before,
that.
ever.
No.
I thought he said
So they
Sex
have a-
Row Rye.
Sextro-
I mean, pretty close.
Six
Pretty
It's got a
close.
T in it, so it's Sex Troy. Sex Troy Roy. Right.
Sex Troy.
Sex Roy.
I mean, Sex Troy, right? You got all of this.
So they got a
55
gold
years
label.
old.
Next boy.
It's on
They
the
got,
calendar.
they got a gold label, which is cast strength. They got a purple label. They got a red label. And this copper label, it's a store pick from a liquor store I go to. And if you bought one, it was $40, and it's actually not bad. It's a really good in a old fashioned. But you got 2 raffle tickets for their drawing this month, which is going to be they're going to have the 13th Colony Double Oaked in the drawing, and I guess a birthday bourbon in the drawing, and a couple other good ones. So yeah, you just if you buy a single barrel from them, you get in the drawing, and with this one, you
Nice.
got two raffle tickets.
Nice.
So for $40,
Hey,
get a-
can someone put Big Vic's channel in link in the chat? He said he's 12 away from 500. Help a brother out, y'all.
Yeah, let's get Big Vic over 500, y'all. Everybody subscribe to Big Vic.
It's in.
Oh, there we go.
if you want,
It's already there.
Already subscribed.
I'm just a little slow there on the
I can send you
responding
a
to it.
sample of the Sex Troy Rye if you want one. So
I mean, I love the name.
we're
so
not gonna say no.
We kind of, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Has
No,
anybody
Laura would
tried
love the
new,
sex Troy.
Bardstown high wheat?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite
It's
origin
awesome.
now, Mark. It's very good.
I mean, for $50, everything I bought from Bardstown has been awesome.
Oh,
Yep.
We had the origin. I actually bought in order to get my free shipping from Sealback.
that's
My
amazing.
neighbor and I, we bought the 13th Colony, just a regular bourbon. We got a couple bottles of that, and then I bought the
So good.
sample pack. Everything I've had from Bardstown is just awesome.
It's
This
good.
one,
Yep.
we did.
Bardstown is
So
so,
And we're
good.
now getting a
God.
Green River foolproof out here.
Oh, that's good.
So y'all are awesome. Big Vic just went from 487 to 496. He needs 4 more.
That's awesome.
I'm already subscribed to him.
Yeah, me too.
I think I need 4 more to get to 900.
Well, let's get you to
Do
900.
it. Let's
then.
do it.
Subscribe to
Yeah,
Barrel House.
I'm already subscribed to you.
Beach Sand Bourbon's trying to get to 1K.
Dave's
Yeah.
the only one that comments on my
So
stuff.
we put pretty much everyone as a wrench because they can feel free to post their own links. No problem. Everyone that posts comments is already a subscriber to us, so we don't need anything, pushing us, push other people. We're happy with that. So anyone that wants to post their link, feel free to it. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast too needs to get up to 1,000. They're pretty good. I like them.
Yep, Brian and Deb, right?
Brian and Deb, yep. They just sent me, you were talking about Rare Breed there at Barrel House. They just
so good.
went across the border and sent me a 1 liter bottle of the Rare Breed non-chilled filter that I just got. So
Oh man,
pretty excited.
He's been
about
promising me that for months, Dave. You're
I
the
got
man if
mine.
you got it first.
I got it.
We
It was like
have tried the Rare Breed.
We got a sample of the non-chill filtered, and we
That's
actually,
great.
in a blind, chose the regular Rare Breed over that.
So maybe it was a bad sample. I don't know. It was a while ago.
Trash
But there was other things. Yeah, exactly. It's probably a trash palette.
Dave, have you ever done the Rare Breed up against
Thanks,
Stack?
Bourbon Kitty.
We tried it a second time and picked it again. So I don't know if it was. I think it was a bad sample.
It's the sample. There's no way.
It was a bad sample. There is no way they sent us a red thing.
Our trash pallets are awesome.
But it was like a 1 liter bottle was like $35 of the.
Yeah,
That's
it's
amazing.
ridiculous, right?
It's crazy.
Crazy.
I don't understand why they don't do that also here in the States.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So Dave.
I have
is
a 1
putting me
liter
on
bottle of
quite
old
the-
Granddad Bottle and Bond.
So Dave has put me on quite the hunt now, because he sent me a sample of a Bardstown Goose Island blend, and it was fantastic. And then I looked at the proof, and I noticed that it was different than the ones that I typically see, because the ones that I see are 100 proof.
Oh, the Goose Island one.
Yeah, yours was 111. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
2023 was 111 proof, and 2024 was 100.
There you go.
And when you said that, I went out and I actually found another bottle of the 111, and they had it marked down to $50 at my wood.
You're kidding.
No, so I picked it up.
I
wouldn't even
punching
realize
the
it if
air,
you wouldn't have
right?
said something.
I'm
And I went and got
punching
it.
the air right now.
And
Oh,
so then I went back there because they had like 5 bottles, and I went back there and they were all gone.
oh.
So I'm glad I got the one.
Has anybody tried the Bardstown Silver Oak?
Yep.
Is that really good?
Mm-mm.
I have not.
It's okay. I think I sent it to Troy and Laura.
The reason I asked is because I'm a Dave, I'm a northern.
Oh, I'm a huge Silver Oak cab lover. That's
So you and me
great.
both.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything better than a Silver Oak cab with a nice steak, barbecue steak?
No, maybe Camus. I like Camus a little better, but
All
Silver
right,
Oak's
well,
right up
listen, I
there.
got that. Okay, I'll pick up. They got a whole bunch of that 1858 Paso one. From
Oh yeah, you had sent that to me. That was
I'll send you
fantastic.
another bottle. I was going to ask you if you liked it.
Oh yeah.
The total wine here in in Brentwood. They just opened a Total Wine that I can actually walk to, which is scary.
Oh, that's scary.
But Dave loves the Boondocks 18 more than anything.
Oh.
Of all of those, that's
No,
his
no,
definite favorite.
Oh.
That
You know what,
smoked salmon cream cheese. Yeah.
So Matt sent
Such a
Gandy
great
Road
note.
sample
I
of
mean,
it.
I think
And
I want to try it just based on the description. Like that
dirt
Matt
floor.
says, you know, smoked salmon cheese in a good way. I just don't picture that as a good flavor for a bourbon.
Right.
I just
So Gandy Road got a sample from him and did it on the backstage last night, and he was not a fan of it either. So he's off probation now with me. So he did the right thing.
So you guys have conspired.
Yeah.
we're
Every
at
live stream that I
8:50.
see, every live stream I
Yeah.
see where they're like,
8:51.
it's a mystery blind. Dave is hesitant to put in for it because he's like, if it's Boondocks 18, there's no way.
And it's a
there's no way I'm gonna-
$300 bottle. It's like
It's
no way.
insane.
I wouldn't pay $30 for it.
Hey, Dave,
Oh.
you don't realize that Goose Island bottle? I have went to stores and checked every single bottle in there looking for an 111 proof for this man because he wanted it. I went to the distillery and they said, we don't make that anymore.
Oh.
And I was like, and went everywhere, and all the pictures I have of the pictures of it are all 100 proof. And
They're all
nope,
100
it's
now.
100.
They're all
Yeah, they're all
100.
100.
Hey,
Because I don't want that. I
where
want the
are you guys
111.
located?
So we're in South Carolina. We're actually just east of Columbia.
Okay.
West of Columbia. My bad. Just west of Columbia.
Hey, you guys were talking Goose Island earlier.
You guys talking about South Carolina, someone else saying they're in North Carolina. So if we ever move somewhere, that's like the area that we've considered. Troy really wants to get out of the Pacific Northwest.
I got to get out of
That's like the area that maybe we would go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, move to the hurricane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, see, that's the problem. I consider these things, and I'm like, well, there's these bad things
was that
about
not
these
like
places.
1,000-year hurricane? We're good
100
for
year.
another
100 year.
999 years, right?
Not really.
We're good.
dude. You
Yeah,
get, like,
I'm not going to
2 a year.
survive for another 100 years, so we're good to go.
Yeah, you get about so in South Carolina and in North Carolina too, because they up in the right there on the coast of North Carolina, they get a lot of hurricanes
I'll
there
be right
too. Anywhere that you look on the East Coast and you see a small crater indentation, that is where you're gonna see hurricanes. So if you move anywhere in a path that could go straight up, odds are you're in a path of a hurricane. So hurricanes, after I've lived in Lexington my entire life, so it's really not. Hurricanes are few and far between that they, are super crazy, because by the time they hit Florida, they're tropical storms. But
Yeah.
so it's not too bad.
So guys, it's 8:53 p.m. on the West Coast. Like I said, veteran live stream on Northwest Bourbon starts in 7 minutes. We're gonna give you guys a couple minutes to go do a bathroom break, refresh your drinks, whatnot. But really, I encourage you to jump over to that stream and support Mark. It's such a great stream. He's veteran focused. He shares some great stories, some great whiskeys. We are there every month, first Saturday of every month.
It might be emotional.
Yeah,
There are some emotional times.
Laura has
he usually
cried.
makes me cry, but I think it's important and a great live stream for people. So we're
seen
gonna
that,
end
Marshall?
our live stream now, and
This is for
thank
Marshall.
you all for being here.
Yeah, everybody watching at home, jump over to Northwest Bourbon for the veteran live stream.
Thank you, Barrel Dave.
Barrel
for
Dave
posting
shared the
link.
link. We love you all. Saturday night, as I said at the start of this stream, our favorite night of the week because we get to hang out with all our friends.
Right.
We get to drink some great whiskey, share some great stories, and head over to Mark's because you're going to hear some great stories over there too.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Have
Yeah,
a good
have
one.
a great week, okay?
Yeah.
seeing
Thank you,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you
Cheers.
so much for having us.
Marshall,
It's been a
Alyssa,
blast.
thanks so much for joining us
Thank you,
tonight.
guys.
Yep.
We will
Thank you for
definitely
having us.
be getting you guys scheduled for a trash pallet challenge.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Hey, Troy.
It's gonna be fun.
Troy,
We look
Yeah.
forward
Mark.
to it.
Yeah, Mark.
you're gonna do those trash pallets challenges. I like
Yes.
to see straight up sips against on the barrel.
There we
We
go.
might be able to
I-
schedule that out. I love
honestly,
it.
I think On the Barrel and Artfully Bourbon are already scheduled together, but
Oh, okay.
I think Dave Vogelsang and Gandhi Road wanted to challenge somebody. Maybe we'll put them up against Straight Up Sips.
All right.
Yeah. That's like a juggernaut right there. Jesus.
There you go.
I am very overrated.
Sneak Boombox 18 in there, and then
Make sure everybody gets
it'll
a
be fine.
statutory ride.
I love
Sneak
it.
first.
Barrel House,
Great
thanks
show,
for joining
guys.
us. Please
everybody.
check out Mark at Northwest Bourbon, guys.
Yep,
All right. Thanks for a
absolutely.
great
Thank you,
night.
everyone.
You guys have fun.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Yeah.
having us. It was so
Cheers,
much fun.
everyone.
Love y'all.
Cheers.